All right, everybody. Different platforms, same summer clash. Getting into it, we've got TwistedSin and Tokyo Monkeys coming up next. I'm hosting this with the very wonderful JJ Kuhn. JJ, how you doing, buddy?
I mean, being in an SD suit, super deformed gun tank is not the best place to be. But
Yeah,
I guess it's the best place to watch some action of the Gundam Evolution games here. So
absolutely. And we do got some more action. We've got lots of action coming right at you here at the summer clash. Speaking of which, we've got TwistedSin, Tokyo Monkeys. Who you looking to take this one there, JJ?
I mean, for me, I would have to give it to Tokyo Monkeys just because, they have been doing quite a lot as well. I mean, if you're going to be asking me from from the question from earlier.
And, going forward, I believe like Hawklight, leader of that team, they're really going to want to bring it all together here in order to secure this victory. And I believe it's going to be on a map that they're very familiar with, Underground Command Center.
Oh no, yeah, Underground Command Center. That is a map that we've seen before. We actually switched over to our newest platform where we are definitely not signed. This is the announcement now, huh?
Yeah, new announcement here from the Gundam Breakout series.
We're now at. Well, anyway, we are going to be heading into the game in just quite a bit. I know you guys have been, waiting for quite a long time. We are too, and I hope you guys have all the patience. Thank you very much for having all the patience as well. For waiting for us to finally be able to bring back the stream and of course the games as well.
Yeah, technical difficulties aside, we're here for the love of the game. We're here for Gundam, and I'm really looking forward to see what these teams can do. Honestly, coming off of that last match, it was a bit of a shell shock, I think, for a lot of people to see just how much Sotoras have been working on honing their craft and practicing their strategies, because wow, they shut out extended warranty. Kind of surprising to see, but remember, it's not over for extended warranty just yet.
It worked. It worked. I think we are back. We just need to refresh. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Pilots alike. Now, we are definitely, we apologize for all the technical difficulties we're experiencing right now. It's all because we have, we needed to switch our platforms, but I think we are all good now, right?
Awesome. Yep, I think we're back now, and we're going to be getting into this next matchup here very soon, in the next few minutes. Going forward, though, we've got that victory by Sotoras, and now we're going to be just jumping straight into the match. TwistedSin versus Tokyo Monkeys. Looks like we've got Tokyo Monkeys on the defense here, and TwistedSin looking to bring the pain. Royal Fat Man on the Z2R there. We got Boom Diggles on the Barbatos. Hawklight rocking the RX-78. One Trick Tony on the Sazabi. That's a class we've seen a lot of teams employing recently. And we're gonna get right into the action.
I mean, Sazabi's like one of the best suits as well in the game. Quite an overall kind of like suit here. Very good defender as well. But look at how much Tokyo Monkeys is doing their best to stop TwistedSin here to push.
Hawklight so low, not quite down just yet though. waiting for that health pack. Oh, we do see Boondoogles with a dive. Does end up going down. Tony all by themselves, but he gets caught out there.
So Sabi is actually going to be going down as well, along with the Barbatos. But look at that, Tokyo Monkey is going to be able to push in, the relay point.
Yeah, no, and you know what's crazy is that TwistedSin was able to, despite all that damage going out on them, was able to pick up that waypoint, and they're going to be surging forward here as we see another fall on the side of Tokyo Monkey. And going forward, we do got really low health on the side of TwistedSin. They really need to get healthy here.
Oh, the Mars is going to be taken out as well. It's going to be one down into the side of, Tokyo Monkeys. But still, they were able to get in a waypoint, so they would have an easier time going in on A point or B point, really.
Plants down.
Look at that.
Yeah, plants down on A, and wow, Royal Fatman doing so much work right now. For TwistedSin picked up a 2K there and still holding on to their ult.
No, yeah, for sure. It's quite amazing to see how Tokyo Monkeys is doing their best right now. Going to be able to get that one as well, get the destination. But still, the mega charge is still loading up here. They're going to be able to take down the Sasabi as well.
Yeah, is doing work on the flank over there as Marzai. Boondoogle's down to 30 health, but managed to escape right there with his life. As I say that, though, Oopsies and Alklight both going down to the Headhunter Dynamite.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Fatman trying to come in here as well today.
Oh, beautiful!
And we see a couple shots bring it out. They're going for the defuse yet again. Can Cody get in there to stop it? It doesn't look like it. The mega charge is going to be disarmed.
Oh, they're able to disarm it. Beautiful. That was quite a very clutch second there for them to be able to actually, disarm the mega charge. And now they're back to, well, I mean, it's still at 99.9%. So, as long as TwistedSin would be able to, replan it, then they are going to be going and heading to the second point.
Ooh, we do see the Trans Am though popped out for the side of Headhunter as he picked up an unwilling victim there. And we're going to see all of the maneuvers here be popped except for Yuroki holding on to it. No, as I say that, beautiful C snare that ends up getting 3, and it's going to be a reset there for the side of TwistedSin.
I mean that was the beauty, right? Just gonna be going back, right? That was the beauty of the G maneuver of the Dynamis, right? Like it might not have the firepower that the Gym Sniper 2 has, but the moment that it gets its G maneuver, it just wreaks too much havoc. Even if you don't hit right the head of the suit.
No, absolutely. And as we say that, though, Fuchi's popping their G maneuver, trying to pick something up, but not really finding a whole bunch. Trying to get deep in there, but ends up getting cleaned up fairly early. We do see One Trick Tony, though, coming down, getting a couple more picks there for the side of TwistedSin, but they're just not finding the room here.
One Trick Tony. I mean, like, as much as I would love to say that, Azazabi's a really good pick,
nice
I'm not sure that One Trick Tony is doing pretty well at this time of the hour.
Yeah, no, it looks like, well, Batman, though, is doing an amazing job getting in there on the flank, doing a lot of damage. We do see Boondoogles popping that G maneuver, picks up, almost picks up one, but no, this is it, and it's going to be getting Leo Song down to about a quarter of health, doesn't quite get it. Sitting down 1 second left, they need a plant. They do get it down, they get the plant on A.
They get the plant at the very last moment, though. The question is, would they be able to get this extra time to finally be able to extend the time for the second point, though? That is the big question here for TwistedSin.
2 G maneuvers getting popped out here. The 80 being popped out by Lee, and it looks like with the pyramid up, it's going to be an easy defuse here for Tokyo Monkeys.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That was crazy.
No, yeah, I would have to definitely agree. And I mean, at this point on, Tokyo Monkeys just need to get 1 point. Just need to get one. Well, it's either the A or the B. Just one mega charge.
Yeah, they're
going to be able to win.
Off.
Yeah.
And looking at the damage numbers here, it looks like Boondiggles was just getting shut out there, and that's something that we've kind of seen happening a lot more recently to Barb players with the addition of Susanoo. That teams are ready for that. They're ready for the melee, and it looks like Tokyo Monkeys was kind of going into this expecting that.
Right. I mean, if we're talking about like the first season, or I mean, I guess it's season 0, right? Into what do you call this? Into the game, then a lot of people, I'm pretty sure you know as well that they've been complaining about the Barbatos, and a lot of the melee players, really, a lot of the melee characters, even the Axia at one point. But honestly, I still do, but but if it actually whiffs, then it leaves them so vulnerable for a long period of time.
Yeah, that's very true, and it looks like not going to be much of a switch up here on the side of TwistedSin. Poochie's subbing in for them right now. Usually Poochie's on skill issue, aka meowing cats, but did decide to go ahead and hop on to the fly the TwistedSin banner, so I should say. And it looks like the switch up for the side of Tokyo Monkeys. Yachty actually not sure what they want to play. Finally decided on RX-78, but Headhunter still on that Dynamese. Going to be proving very hard for TwistedSin to counter.
No, yeah, but here you go though. This might finally be the final round as well, if Tokyo Monkeys would be able to get that Mega Charge in. But here comes the waypoint, the relay point that they need to take in first, so that they can respond back up quite closely to that of the first point. But here you go, beautiful engagement here coming in from Tokyo Monkeys.
Oh, as we say that though, frags are being traded out for both sides, and it's going to be a 3v2 situation. Bootsy's about half health, Bootdiggles as well. They need to retreat here and try and link back up with their team, and we're going to see Headhunter. Oh, wow! Ends up getting Bootsy's last minute.
Wow, Headhunter. You might have think that you're not going to be able to hit that, but the Headhunter was able to head. Was able to hunt the head and going to be able to take them all out as well. But look at that very beautiful engagement here, and very beautiful initiation coming in from Tokyo Monkeys. Going to be able to, charge that Mega Charge immediately.
Yeah, immediately. No pressure there, as Yachty going to pick up Robot, and it looks like 2 more frags going on the side for Tokyo Monkeys, and wow. TwistedSin just getting kind of folded here, not really finding an answer to this aggression from Tokyo Monkeys.
Man, 40 seconds left before they take the round. What is it going to be for this matchup? Tokyo Monkey really looking pretty great right now. Does have access to the Transum and the Hades as well.
Oh, but Hawkeye picking up Yachty, that's a huge pick there. And unfortunately, Royal Fatman's going to be going down. And it looks like Lee's going to end up picking up Yachty as well. The Dynamese G maneuver gets popped out. Super Napalm being picked up. And that's a 2K for Headhunter. And then the Hades being
10
popped
seconds.
out for Lee. And this Dynamese being worked. Oh, picks up Royal Fatman and Hawkeye. And that's going to be all she wrote.
That is game, ladies and gentlemen, all pilots alike. And that was pretty quick. And I mean, I wouldn't say that it was quite as dominant as that of Sotoras Esports from earlier, but I would have to definitely say that, man, that was way clear. Oh, sorry, you saw me putting that there, huh? But it was way cleaner, way cleaner on compared to the last matchup we've had.
Yeah, no, we did see TwistedSin pushing in there and getting the 99.9% on the Mega Charge. Just weren't able to quite hold it all the way.
Right.
Unfortunately, did get defused by Tokyo Monkeys, but they are showing such a strong game right now. And that Dynamese doing absolutely so much for them. So much value on the Dynamese in that pickup on UCC.
Yeah, I mean, would you recon, right? Like it was. Would you say, and would you agree with me that it would have went differently if we were on a different map and a different mode? I mean, especially how they were very close, in this map and in this mode as well. I'd say, the point capture would have made things a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, no, absolutely. When it comes down to it, once a team has that solid grasp on the waypoint, and they're able to push forward and just secure all that ground with the help of like the Dynamies, it's something that you on a domination map you're not going to see that. You know, you're not going to quite see that that controlling of the space. But it seemed like once TwistedSin lost that first lost their footing, they just couldn't get it back.
Right. I mean, that is, that was, I guess that was what Tokyo Monkeys was hoping for, and they were able to take advantage of it. And the moment that they were able to lose their footing, right, the moment that they were able to lose their ground, it's, Tokyo Monkeys left, spared no minute, spared no second at all, and dominated the game.
Yeah, absolutely dominating performance by Tokyo Monkeys. And going forward, like you said earlier, with Sotoras, now that's a matchup that I'm really looking forward to, is Tokyo Monkeys versus Sotoras. But hey, huge shout out for TwistedSin. They really did bring a lot of pressure at the very beginning, able to take that waypoint, and then just from there they couldn't quite get that last little bit. The new Gundam actually proved to be really useful for Tokyo Monkeys, because it was able to hold off and help them get that defuse. So, lots of things were going well for the side of Tokyo Monkeys, and it just didn't seem like TwistedSin could quite get their game plan to come to fruition.
But I mean, at the same time, like, it's just like the first, it's just the first one, this time around. It might have been their first loss, but again, this is the group stages where everyone, they still have a lot of matches as well. So this is still not the end of the road for them. They would still be able to, bounce back from this, win their other games as well, and maybe perhaps then they would be able to get back in on the playoffs. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, all piles light, let's take a look at a recap of our match. Look at that, TwistedSin, though they might have been able to put a lot of damage here and there, it was Hawklight that was taking in the spotlight as well, with 22.9k on the damage.
Wow, and then something that just jumps out to me right away, other than the impressive 29k from Lee, is just look at the repairs. The repairs just favorably in the side of TwistedSin. 2 apiece for Hawklight and our robot, 1 piece for One Trick Tony and Roll Fat Man. There was only 1 repair that was needed on the side of Tokyo Monkeys, and then just the frags. Look at that: 27 kills for Headhunter, 26 for Lee, 26 for Rainbow Monkey. It just seemed like everything was going their way.
I mean, at the same time, having these, many repairs into the side of TwistedSin just ensures, just tells us a lot about them, that they are able to find a lot of breathing room against that of Tokyo Monkeys, despite Tokyo Monkeys actually back to against them quite dominantly, and just being able to do that is just quite fascinating. And this is why I say as well that if we were on a different mode and a different map, then things might have been different.
Yeah, I honestly want to see them run it back. I really do. I think, like you said, different mode, different map. Maybe hopefully see Boondiggles be able to stretch his legs a little bit. That Barbatos play just didn't really seem like it was coming together for the side of TwistedSin, even though we have seen Boondiggles do some crazy things in the past. Kind of surprised neither team ran a Susan. I thought I would have seen that maybe out of the side of TwistedSin, but alas, no Susan play just yet. We did see how devastating that could be on a domination style map. So going forward, it's going to be interesting to see what teams kind of employ that and who don't.
No, yeah, for sure. And speaking of that as well, we would be able to employ just a bit of a break here when we come back for more Gundam Evo action. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi. Welcome back to Star Clash. The breakout esports. I might lose control of my limbs, but that's fine. Because we're back here. You know, we're back in Summer Clash. What's important is I can speak as your commentator. It doesn't matter if I cannot move my arms and my limbs, but as long as I can speak, right?
Hey, as long as the beautiful JJ Kuhn voice is there, that's all we need. And we're going to be getting up into this next matchup, extended warranty versus Portland Burnsiders. I'm not saying that I have a favorite to win here, but you know how it is. It's one of those things. You know how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I heard you are you're voting for extended warranty. Is that right?
Absolutely, extended warranty going to take this easy victory here. No, I'm going to be going for Burnsiders. The Burnsiders all the way, baby. But you know, it is going to be really interesting to see how both teams have matched up here as we look at the banning process. Oh, it's going to a fan favorite, Mountain R&D. Actually, for both teams, this is a fan favorite. For the side of extended warranty, a big reason is because of that Exia. We've got Skybreaker on the Exia, and he can just do absolute work on Mountain R&D.
Right.
However, the Burnsiders, they've got some tricks up their sleeve as well.
Right, and I would love to point out as well that we just had our Paul warranty, putting back the warranty where it belongs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. And, I think we're going to see a much more impressive showing from the side of extended warranty. They kind of got caught, a little off guard there. And when it came to the Sotoras match. But I've seen some amazing things out of them. I've seen them do some really, really good stuff. And when it comes to, like I said, their Exia gameplay,
Right.
Skybreaker is going to be definitely a force to be reckoned with here.
Yeah, I mean, it's at the same time, right? Like, I have to agree with you that they might have just been surprised with Sotoras esports, but then again, since they've already played a game for the stream earlier, this might just be what do you call this? It's how to. Well, what's the term here? They might have woken up now, and they
Right.
might have had their warm. That might just be their warm up game, and now they're prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Get the jitters out of the way in that first match and move forward after that, and to try and bring everything home. It's going to be interesting to see if the Burnsiders are just as warmed up, or if they're going to be kind of coming in at a slower pace here. As far as like where they are mentally, I know that they're all fired up, they're all ready to go. But it's going to be interesting. I'm really excited for this, and I don't know. We're going to see some Maharu gameplay coming out of Portland Burnsiders. They're missing their star Maharu player right now. He's off doing some sort of something. I don't know. But he's doing his, and I'm really excited to see who they have standing in his place.
Right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gents, and all pilots alike, before we lose out on our limbs with the system of the Barbatos here, we're gonna be going and heading on a break while we prepare the next game. And when we come back, it'll be when the game has already started. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a bit.
And here we go, the third game of the day for the group stages. It is going to be the EW Extended Warranty versus Portland Burnsiders. And look at that, 4-0, just like our first match of the day.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's going to be pulling for the Burnsiders here in this matchup. And I can't blame them whatsoever. Extended Warranty going down to Sotoras, and this is going to be the first matchup here for Burnsiders, and they're going to be getting right into it. It looks like totally they're on the heavy arms, jumping up, trying to get that high ground, flaming the entire team right there. And Madigan going to be playing in the background here, trying to do anything with his G2R. And really getting really low there, though, about half health. But wow, Skybreaker going down quick on the Exia.
Man, the full 180 here for the, heavy arms is really a treat if you see it. It's, even if you're using the character, you get to see it in a third-person perspective, seeing all the full action. But look at that, Jim 2 is going to be taken out immediately. Vix is, though, on the Zaku 2 melee, has half rage now. Going to be able to take down one as well. That is the area going to be taken out.
Yeah, and it looks like the time's still squarely in the favor of the Burnsiders, but going forward, Vic just doing absolute work on that Zaku melee. 2 down on the side of Extended Warranty.
Yes, sirree. Half rage is up as well. Oh my goodness. Taking in the damage coming in from the enemy Zaku 2 melee though.
Probably picking up Jim Carrey as he finishes him off there, and that's going to be 2 down. 30% on the point there for the Burnsiders. 30% in climbing, I should say, as it looks like Extended Warranty might be opting to rotate right now. And Burnsiders were able to hold on to that point and get the full value out of it, coming to the A point right now.
I mean, I guess that's one of the advantages that Portland Burnsiders has, right? Like, they were able to see Extended Warranty from game number 1, and they're just applying what they have, what they might have seen from game number 1, right? Into this match, where they essentially are just ensuring that Extended Warranty is not going to be able to enter any points at all, any capture points at all.
Yeah, no, they're just gonna be flooding in and going down. Orbit finally getting picked up on that Susanoo class, and it's gonna be free going down quickly on the side of Extended Warranty as Burnsiders are just plowing through.
But look at that though. Here comes the first contest, but still, Burnside is still going to be able to take in point C, and beautifully so as well. No contest, but there is one below. Oh, not quite yet. Not anymore.
Yeah, no, Skybreaker going down there. Jim Carrey did all they could, really, trying to test that point, but did end up going down. And we're going to see Yariella up, so on the G maneuver, and we're going to have a few more G maneuvers actually up on the side of the Burnsiders here, as Maxless is going to be on the Uni. We see the G maneuver does get popped out, but not picking anybody up, and Jim Carrey going down at 97%.
But here you go. We have the Hades coming up as well. It is
Spin
ready
to win,
to be popped
baby.
up. But here comes the G maneuver from that of the Zaku 2. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to do, not gonna be able to take down anyone, but still going to be able to provide so much damage. And I think this is the point where Extended Warranty would want to regroup and rethink their strategy, because if they cannot take C point here, then Portland Burnside is going to be able to win this first round.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 G maneuvers up on the side of Extended Warranty, and Yariella going to be popping that Hades, getting pretty low here, but doing a lot of damage. Does end up going down to Unruly's G maneuver as well. And look at that, what a beautiful G maneuver it is, as Unruly's is going to be surging forward. They're Madigan picking up Skybreaker in the background, and Extended Warranty is just losing so many suits. Jim Carrey, though, able to pick up the point while nobody was looking.
No, yeah, for sure. And this is the first point of the entire stream matches. But look at that, here is a beautiful retake here, but the G maneuver from the turn A Gundam though from L Price is going to be able to take down some of the suits here into the side of the Portland Burnsiders, but still not going to be enough though. Even if they can take in all of the points that they can get, 44 points here, it's still not going to be enough for them to catch up into the 87 points here by Portland.
Yeah, Portland actually doing a great job of just kind of zoning out right now. They're looking to try and maybe push back in through here. Keku picking up Madigan in the background. And we see Jim Carrey finally popping that spin to win, trying to chase down Crowley. He's just floating in the air right now. probably does go down, and it's going to be an impressive hold here, actually, from Extended Warranty, as we see Supernova coming up on that G maneuver.
No, yeah, for sure. But still, 20 seconds is still going to be a lot, for Portland here to work on so that they can, take in B-side before it even actually unlocks. But here you go. I think they have the positional advantage as well over that of Extended Warranty.
They do. 4 seconds until the point is able to be capped right now, and Burnsiders just did a better job at maintaining the high ground there and shutting them down. It's going to be 4% left until this is the round for the Burnsiders.
And I think that is it. Extra time, though. Getting in a little bit of contest. Shooting to the side of Extended Warranty is up there. But look at that. Beautiful take, but unfortunately not going to be enough, though. Skybreaker coming in to get in some contest.
Yeah, actually, it's going to be Skybreaker here versus Madigan versus Orbit. It's a 2v1, and Skybreaker's staying alive.
They just need to buy some time for their teammates to actually get back in on the B side. Skybreaker, unfortunately, not going to be able to respond back in time, but they are buying as much time as they can get as well. But look at that. Portland is going to be able, not quite yet. Nope. Are they going to be able to finally defeat Extended Warranty, though? There's still 4 more suits here into their side, but they are going to have a retake.
Yep.
Beautiful hold here coming in from the side of Extended Warranty, and that's what we're talking about. They are extending their warranty in this game.
Yeah, they're extending their life in this tournament, as well as we do see they had to pop a lot of utility there, though, and Burnsiders are going to be coming up on that spin to win fairly quickly. It's going to be interesting to see if Extended Warranty can hold them off long enough. We got 40% more they have to get back. That's a lot of ground to take up. And it looks like there's going to be 2 going out for the side of Burnsiders. 3 as Unruly pops his Hades. Jim Perry going down. Yariella only picking up Madigan, and it looks like it's in extra time right now. The suits are going to be streaming in. Oh, we see Keku out of nowhere. He's going to actually pick up Crowley. But he goes down. He's still
here's
alive.
One more. That is Keku, but unfortunately not going to last long. But at the very least, they were able to buy in, time for them to be able to get back into the B-side. But unfortunately, they're getting demolished here by Portland. But the question is, would they be able to finally take this one up, or is there going to be a split clutch? But unfortunately, it is not going to be the name of the game here, as Portland Burnsiders is going to be able to take down their first round of the game. That was quite a long game.
Holy, that was insane. The back and forth there at the very last point was just crazy. And let's look at these damage numbers. Yariella with an impressive 22k. We saw the Hades being popped out over and over again. Let's just look over at the Burnsiders too, though. Madigan with the 23k, Unruly 21k. Madigan is doing a great job of locking down the flank, and the kills are just definitely there for the side of the Burnsiders. Maxless with 36. And honestly, if Extended Warranty had come out the gate looking a little bit hotter, had played point a little bit stronger as a team, I think they might have taken that round. But Burnsiders able to show that they're not going anywhere.
I mean, if they really want to, really take down Extended Warranty, I think they would have to take down Yariella as well, because that is the suit that gave the most damage into the side of Portland Burnsiders. But, still they're, going in pretty good as well. They have had a lot of damage coming in, but at the same time, I think they just need to be able to, fortify, right? Fortify their fortress when they're holding the points.
Yeah, and it's just crazy because look at that. Burnsiders taking such huge high ground presence here as we see Orbit coming in with that Susanoo just cleaning house right now. Keku looking to take an opportunity here, trying to get back in, jumps forward onto the point, but then has to just bounce right back out as it looks like Burnsiders is going to take this first point fairly quickly.
Oh yeah, for sure, and they have a minute or at least like 55 seconds for them to be able to get as much points as they can in point A. But look at that though, Orbit right now having a bit of a shield here, going to be able to do a bit of the damage as well, but the rage though gets baited.
Oh, does get baited, and actually that's going to be Extended Warranty coming back in with Skybreaker leading the charge there, and their Zakutu melee just doing work. L Price picking up a kill there too as well on Vic, and the point is going to swing to the favor of Extended Warranty.
Man, Jim Carrey baiting the Susanoo coming in from orbit, which is just a beautiful sight to see. I think that is a, I think that is a highlight of the game right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And extended warranty just able to surge back in right there and take that much needed space as Brody going to be hunting down the Keku Barb here with the help of Vic, but does end up falling back right now. We do see a pick going out for the side of extended, or for the side of the Burnsiders as Jim Carrey goes down with his speed maneuver still intact. We're going to have El Bryce getting the twofer right there, though, as Brody and Vic go down. And the frags are just ringing out here, folks.
Oh, but look at that though. Keku actually getting baited as well. Getting isolated into the side of Portland Burnsiders, but at the very least, at least Keku was able to finally get away from, from that bait. But look at that though. Jim Carrey now has access to its G maneuver, and the Rage is fully on the bar, but unfortunately going to be taken out in the process, but that's fine. They still have their G maneuvers up top.
Huge! Jim Carrey gets revived there and then gets a two-piece as Vic and Unruly go down to him. And this is going to be a lot of point time for the side of External Warranty. This is exactly what they needed. We see Skybreaker versus Madigan here in the flank battle, and it looks like Madigan's going down.
It's true, but at the same time, I think this is the first time that we are seeing Extended Warranty in today's stream that they are actually having the lead. And at the same time, L Price here already at 78% with a turn A Gundam with a G maneuver, which has the butterfly. Honestly, would definitely turn the tables around against that of Portland Burnsiders.
Yeah, it looks like that's the only one not up on the side of Extended Warranty, as we do have like 4 G maneuvers going forward here. Keku just gets picked up again. That man just doesn't die.
But here you go though. A point. This is it. If Portland Burnsiders wants to win this, they would need to take this one up. But here comes Vic. Now has access to their G maneuver as well. A half-filled Rage as well.
Yeah, no, he ends up picking up the kill there, and actually Orbit picks up Skybreaker too, which is pretty huge for them. They get the point right away, and we're going to see the G maneuver from Maxwell popped out on that hill area. Yariella, though, surging in with their Hades, gets picked up as well by Unruly, and looks like El Price getting a couple kills there. Jim Carrey busted through on the C2M, but they...
Oh, wow!
Oh, and El Price
Here comes El Price! El Price with the butterfly, gonna be able to take down 3 in the process, and just like that, that's what I'm talking about. The G maneuver turning Gundam, arguably the best one in the game, going to be able to turn the tables around to their favor, and just like that, all they need to do now is hold the fort, and they would be able to win this point. The first point for Extended Warranty if they do get this one.
Yeah, Supernova getting really low there, able to back up though to his team, as it's gonna be 5% more on the side of Extended Warranty, and they might take this round. Unruly popping the Hades though. Absolutely floated the end. Floated Yariella, but Yariella able to get the catch and get the kill. And we're gonna see the spin
the
win here.
The Barba just into Carly. My goodness, that was a beautiful. Definitely came in from the blind side, and just like that, Extended Warranty is finally going to be able to take in their first round.
The GRs in chat, as that was a good round indeed, great round even by Extended Warranty, maybe finding the answer here to the Burnsiders' insane damage output. As we see here, Yariella just doing so much work, 39k with 41 frags there, and that Hades is just insane. The Burnsiders need to be able to stop that Pale Rider if they have any chance of winning here.
No, yeah, that's what I'm talking about earlier as well, right? Like, if they really want to take down Extended Warranty, they would definitely have to take down Yariella in this side, just because of the fact that it brings out so much damage into their team. But at the same time, Jim Carrey, I think there were some points where Jim Carrey here is getting baited to, use its stance, but at the same time, it's not like it's always happening, and they know for a fact when to use it and when they can take advantage of everyone attacking them in the process.
Yeah, they're going forward here onto this key point now. We will see Crowley actually switching it up here, as well as Madigan. Crowley and Madigan both switching classes. totally opting for the Dom Trooper, huge Dom Trooper player from the Burnsiders, and getting really low, able to stay. Oh, but does end up going down right there at the end. Max was really hurt as well, and Orbit's going down too. Both frags ringing out for both sides though, as Supernova goes down. And this looks like it's going to be a point for the Burnsiders. There is some contesting though. El Price in the background trying to make something happen.
No, yeah, but look at that though. Yariella already has 66% on the G maneuver. That's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. That's going to be insanely in the favor of extended warranty. And we're going to also see 2 going down though from Big, able to get both the Exia there and the turn A. That's going to be pretty big. Yariella, however, picking up Maxless, and then Aruli in turn picking up that frag.
I mean, Yariella now has access to its G maneuver very quickly into this match. So, you know, extended warranty can definitely turn this around. But unfortunately for them, though, like Portland Burnsiders might have been able to, you know, finally get woken up in this time around as they are able to take down the C objective. But look at that. At the very last moment, extended warranty is going to be able to take down that C point. But look at that. That is going to be a team kill here instead of Portland Burnsiders. And this is the team that you're rooting for, my dude. And man, it's quite a shock here that we, you know, to see EW take down PDX.
Yeah, EW really getting that, extended warranty really getting that like high ground presence here. So that's going to be huge for them going into this next point. And that team wipe definitely helped them because now Skybreaker and Yariella. Oh, as I say that, Yariella gonna pop that Hades. They're gonna fight 2 frags. Skybreaker picking up Madigan, and Maxless is gonna go down to the Hades. And just surging forward here.
Yariella doesn't care if you have your healing, have your repair, doesn't matter. I have my Hades and you're going to the land of the souls. But look at that though, Skybreaker with a chance I'm going to be able to push out so much damage, but unfortunately still not going to be enough for them to actually catch up.
Yeah, Yariella and Skybreaker, they're cleaning house right now, and it looks like we are going to have the G maneuver on the side of Totally. Burnsiders surging forward there off the back of their dog
shoulder.
They're going to be going in. Madigan picking up Yariella. That's huge for them. Actually, Teku, though, pops their G maneuver. Ends up picking up Orbit, sitting there with that sword in hand. Maxwell is going to pick up 2 right there. And then it's going to be Skybreaker, though, coming in and picking up Vic. Burnsiders did get a hold of the point. As you see Teku jumping in. Not able to find anything.
Of the Unicorn, though, is now ready as well. Can pop up the cannon anytime soon. But here comes Maxalis, though. They need to get in some healings, which they did as well. Dom Tripper trying to find some spacing instead of the B point.
Yeah, now we're going to have 4 G maneuvers up to the side of Burnsiders. This is looking squarely in their favor. As I say that, though, 3 up on the side of Extended Warranty. You never know. 2 going down in this transitional fight, though. It's not good for them. We do see the Spinner with popping out, getting 2, though. Skybreaker coming in and getting another, and then Jim Carrey picking up another kill.
My goodness. But at the same time, you know, again, I think what Portland Burnsiders is doing here is making sure that, you know, they're not going to be using their G maneuvers just yet to turn the tables around later on. Maybe they're still waiting on L Price to use the butterfly, because the butterfly can essentially just turn them down as, you know, as fast as possible.
Yep, that's what happened. 6 with the spin to win, but the butterfly coming out. 2. Max is going down. And El Price is just trying to live in the background there, but we do see the Trans Am from Orbit being popped out, and they're just picking up frags like crazy. Going forward, surging forward, and ends up picking up Teku as well. That Trans Am, so much value for the side of the Burnsiders.
I'd have to say that was quite unfortunate for El Price as well to actually hit a wall and not be able to fully maximize the butterfly. Still gonna be able to take down 2, though, is still a huge win for Extended Warranty. But the question is, though, Portland Burnsiders now has the lead after a very long lead from the side of Extended Warranty. Would they be able to catch up again against them? That is the big question.
Well, we're gonna have to see if the Beam Magnum from Maxless is gonna be able to stuff the Hades of Yariella. Yariella half health, but is backing up a little bit. Oh, but ends up going down! Unruly picking up the frag there, just absolutely beasted. You see Keku jumping up to try and get something from Madigan, but ends up getting shut down as well. Down to 70 health, barely squeaks out.
For reals. But here goes. Skybreaker now has the access to the transom. Going to be able to try to dish up some damage, try to get some healing as well to deny the opposing team of any repairs. But look at that though, Madigan gonna be able to get in some repairs, but it's not gonna be enough though. Not quite yet. Gonna be able to get destroyed as well, despite denying the healing.
Yeah, Yariella up on that high ground, like I said, just huge, just picking up frag after frag, totally getting in there, but isn't able to quite do much. And Yariel is still sitting on that G Mewtwo as we're getting down to the last 30% needed to take this map.
I'd say, man, like, Pale Rider is one of the most basic units in the game, but the way that Yariella is using it is quite massive. It's on a different level. And look at that right now. Hayden's going to be popping up, going to be able to take down 3 as well in the process. And just like that, EW, Extended Warranty, winning their first game of the day.
Wow, Extended Warranty with a huge comeback win there. And honestly, I mean, I'm so impressed. Yariella just picking up the frags with that Pale Rider. The absolute MVP, able to do so much work for Extended Warranty. And even though my boys in blue did end up going down there, it is not the end of the road for them just yet.
Right.
So we will see them back in action here in just a little bit. But wow, just the tail of the tape. What did I say? That Exia from Skybreaker ended up doing a whole lot of work for the side of Extended Warranty, as well as the Pale Rider.
And I mean that's what I'm talking about earlier as well. Like the Yariella on the Pale Rider is just playing phenomenally, and man, it's as I was saying, it's one of the most basic unit in the entirety of the roster. But if you can master these basic stuff that the game teaches you, well, you can pretty much hope that you can play like Yariella. With that being said,
absolutely.
with that being said, like Chrome, they were able to prove everyone wrong, the casters, the staff, and the audience as well, that hey, you might not have voted for us, but we are going to vote for ourselves, and we're going to win this one. And they did.
Oh, absolutely. They were able to control that high ground. Their transitions just seemed to get better. They came out the gate a little shaky, but after that, they were able to pick up that W. Honestly, it was a lot of Extended Warranty finally finding their footing in this tournament, and I'm really excited to see what they do from here.
I mean, that just kind of like proves my point earlier as well, that their first match against that of Sotoras Esports might have been just a warm-up game for them, and now that they've woken up, the first round they were creeping in to to catch up against that of Portland Burnsiders, but this time on the final round of that match, they made sure that hey, it wasn't just a fluke. We actually have this in the palm of our hands, and they did win the entire thing of the previous match.
Yeah, no, going forward, it's going to be interesting to see if we can actually have Extended Warranty coming out of the gate fired up like that every time, because teams with a little bit more experience are going to be looking to absolutely squash them like that, not let them get their footing. And it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be employing more of that. If they're going to be employing more of that Exia, if they're going to be employing more of the triple melee that we saw them running, because once they started picking up the flank of the Burnsiders, it was kind of that pretty much spelled doom for the Burnsiders.
I mean, I think it's more of the in terms of like their roster, in terms of their gameplay, right? I think they had a pretty good way of capturing the points in a way that they, as you have mentioned, right, just controlling the high point of the map, ensure that they have, well, number one, the high ground. Obviously they have the height advantage, and from there on out they can see everyone and can just fire everyone, put in the fireworks as well to everyone inside the Portland Burnsiders. And I think one other reason is they know where to pop up, they know where to flank as well to the blind sides here of Portland Burnsiders. But with that being said, we're going to be taking a look a bit more at the damage and the KOs as well of that previous match. And look at that, Yariella starting off with only 20k of the first match, now ending with 64k by the end of it.
Yeah, that's huge. And look at that, just the damage across the board for both teams. It looks like Madigan finishing out in the top for the Burnsiders there. 52,000, Unruly 51,000, both with 40 frags apiece. We have 4 different players for the Burnsiders with 40 frags. But look at that for extended warranty, 66 frags for the side of Yariella. And then we've got ODJ with that 54 frags, 43 for Skybreaker, 42 for Supernova. It was lots of suits dying. There was lots of metal raining down in that match, and it's just crazy. You see, the amount of times that El Price actually repairing somebody, getting them up, brought them back into the fight.
4.
That's huge.
No, yeah, I mean, again, Yariella, as we have seen, especially in the previous match, right? Just still, I might be talking, right? I might be talking a lot of Yariella, but we really cannot dismiss the prowess that they actually showed us, on that previous match. They definitely had and took the spotlight as well of that match. I'd even go as far as to say that it was, they were the player of the game of that match, and definitely seeing that as well on the round number 3 as well, game number 3, where at like less than a minute they were able to get into the G maneuver to Hades, right, and
So
just
much damage.
rain hell against the other team.
So much damage for the side of Yariella, and able to get that Hades over and over again was huge for them.
That is true. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, and all pilots alike, we're going to be taking in a short break as we prepare the next game. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Going forward.
Not going to be able to respond back in time, but they are buying as much time as they can get as well. But look at that. Portland is going to be able, not quite yet.
Nope.
Are they going to be able to holding the point?
Yeah, and it's just crazy because look at that. Burnsiders taking such huge high ground presence here as we see Orbit coming in. The G maneuver from Maxwell popped out on that hill area. Yariella, though, surging in with Yariella. Oh, as I say that, Yariella gonna pop that Hades. They're gonna fight 2 frags. Skybreaker picking up Madigan, and Maxwell is gonna go down to the Hades. And just
right, and Yariella doesn't care if you have your healing hat.
Not good for them. We do see the spin with popping out, getting 2 though. Skybreaker coming in and El Price.
Pale Rider is one of the most basic units in the game, but the way that Yariella is using it is quite massive. It's on a different level. And look at that right now. Hades going to be popping up. Going to be able to take down 3 as well in the process. And just like... Uh, Hi. We are we're apparently getting attacked by Char. So I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen now. But welcome to Summer Clash Char. Can you not please? We're trying to do a stream here. You know what I'm saying so. Um yeah, it's we're we're on the fourth game here of the day. We have Asticassia versus Portland Burnsiders, which we just saw earlier as well. So, man, I'm just really excited to see this one up as well. Going back into the scores of this match, though, we've seen that Asticassia hasn't lost a match though. currently at 2-0. But Tokyo Monkeys is actually the one leading the games right now with 3-0 count. Hasn't lost a single round as well. So game count currently is at 6-0 for Tokyo Monkeys. For Asticassia, it's currently at 4-0 at the 100%. So we might be able to see a bit of a change in terms of like the win rate here. If Burnsiders would be able to, finally get their game as well. Unfortunately for them, though, they haven't gotten a single game yet. So if they can definitely take this one up, then it is going to be such a boost in their morale. But there you have it, man. It's here we are with our with the map. We have the Colony Trading Post, which is going to be the decider match here, deciding map for our game, and this is gonna be quite interesting. So, for everyone's knowledge as well. Again, we are getting attacked here by the Xeon, and it seems as if we are going to be getting in some transmission from the other timeline. I think we are going to be heading into the 80th century, and we're going to have a different caster, because the Chrome got attacked by the Xeon. There you have it, guys. That is going to be our next map. Again, Colony Trading Post. It's it's gonna be quite interesting as well. It's I know you guys love me as well, Crom, though. There's quite some time before it actually reflects on the stream. So, yeah. Yeah. So we're just waiting for our next game as well. You've already seen the map that we are going to have. And at the same time, we already know that it is going to be Asticassia versus Portland Burnsiders. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, and all pilots alike, while the Xeon is attacking us, we're gonna take a short break to maybe finally talk to Char, and we'll have someone else in once we get back when the games are ready. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Xeon, I don't want to surrender. So maybe we can talk it out. So I'll see you.
they'll know. Never mind. No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and all pilots alike, we are now back on the battlefield, and I think we are receiving some transmission from a different timeline. I think we are hearing something from the 80 timeline. Is that Cyber?
Hello? Is this coming in? This is the distress call from Cyber
It is.
10.
Yeah, this is we are from the UC timeline. We can definitely hear you.
Awesome, wonderful. Cyber 10, I'm back. We're gonna have a great match. These two teams are pumped and ready to go. And JJ, I'm glad you're here with me to enjoy the show. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. I'm sorry, Crumb. He crumbed too hard, and so I had to come in and clean up the pieces, pick up the pieces, and the show's got to go on. But please send Crumb your love. Don't worry, he's fine. It's just he crumbed so hard the hardware just couldn't handle it.
He'll be back when he's ready to go back. You know what I'm saying? So, just fixing some things up, but he'll be back in just a bit. But here you go, starting on our the first round of the fourth match of the game. Asticassia versus Portland Burnsiders.
Oh, look at that. 2 kills already. Oh my god. Protocol. Knows the protocol. Destroyed.
No, that is true as well. Ashimar, I think like one of our captains as well, Chef definitely praises the Ashimar as I believe he praises the Ashimar as the best unit in the game.
You know what though? I gotta admit, blue team right now is pushing so hard. Red team just trying to figure out how they can come together as a team because they've been picked off so much right now. They've just been going in just fragmented one at a time, and it's definitely not helping anything.
That is true, but look at that though. Asticassia currently on the protocols currently have the lead at 38%, 40%, and Portland Burnsiders isn't able to do anything to actually disarm, this Mega Charge just yet. But look at that though, Orbit almost taken out by Amano.
That great escape from Orbit there. Oh my god.
3 minutes
About 17 seconds left on that bomb. I mean, it's definitely not going to be able to defuse that. So it's really smart that Blue Team just pushing right now, and they need to make sure that they create that space. But
right.
Oh my god, again, Red Protocol just came in and just started destroying everyone as soon as the match started.
Right. And look at that, and just like that, they're going to be able to destroy the first point and going to be receiving a 2 minute and 30 seconds extension as well. And Asticassia, the school where, gun arms are not allowed, are actually winning this one up. But look at that though, first point into Asticassia.
I love that from the melee Zaku stance on the point. You're just trying to either move that bar in one direction, either in your team's favor or against the enemy team, just for standing there. But I love the fact that it's you always have to try to figure out how to escape. But sometimes the best way to get out of a bad situation is through it. Exponents all out. He's taking it heads, 2 down already. Looking for the rest, hanging out at the respawn area, making sure the enemy team doesn't come out.
No, yeah, for sure. And look at that though, Asticassia now was able to plant down the Mega Charge, and as you have mentioned, they're just going to be staying in front of the spawn point, not allowing Portland Burnsiders to get out at all, and it's working out pretty well for them.
This is one of those situations where you're just trying to pressure the enemy team after spawn. It's kind of an insult to injury, not in a disrespectful way, but again, it's like you don't want to give them any opportunity, and if you can take all of those opportunities away from them, it's going to make winning a lot easier. Even though someone just slipped away and was able to try and hold that, try and defuse that bomb, again, you just this is a tough one.
It is definitely a tough one, as Asticassia is now almost winning in just a second left, and just like that, 2-0 for Asticassia. Now, the question is though, would Portland Burnsiders be able to bring this to game number 3? Because if they cannot, get the Mega Charge in twice for 2 points, then man, this is going to be the game for Asticassia. And at the same time, you know, they cannot just have just 1 point. You know, they really need to take the first point, and I think that's going to be quite a huge wall to climb, a huge mountain to climb here for the side of Burnsiders against that of Asticassia.
Oh man, I just want to see Burnsiders give it back. That's all. I just want to see that. I literally just want to see them give it back. I'm a big fan of round threes. I'm a big fan of overtimes. I'm a big, just, you know, tooth and nail, grit, and just bone tears. I want those kind of fights. I don't want it to be a sweep. I want us to see. I want a show.
Oh no,
I
yeah,
want
for
a
sure.
story,
I mean,
you know.
it's a different story. I mean, obviously there's still a story to tell. If one team is, you know, overpowering the other, but to be able to have them clash, you know, toe to toe, head to head, it's just a beautiful sight to see. Am I right?
Yeah. I do have to admit, it is a statement to kind of keep the enemy team in their spawn point. So that just and especially on attack, you're defending on attack. So if you're that good at defending on attack, how good are you on defending?
That is true.
Yeah, we're about to find out right now.
And here you go. I mean, being the defenders in this game, right? In this round, they have a bit of like a some time to actually position themselves, you know, against that of the attackers.
Yeah.
But look at that though. The Big is going to be taken down as well. It's going to be 2 down into the side.
That's just a murder box around there. Mahiru close corners, Exia close quarters. That's just, you know, Kusano close quarters. That's a murder box.
That is true. But I mean, at the same time, you know, Portland Burnsiders, I would have to commend them at their early start in this match, that they were able to immediately take down 3 in the process, making sure that, you know, the defensive positioning and the formation of Asticassia gets broken down.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of stress that's off of you when you're on attack. It's a lot shorter to get to wherever the objective is, obviously.
Right.
And it's good that they got that plant. This is awesome. This is amazing. I just want to see it play through for them to at least be able to get to the second objective. That might not be happening since they just lost the waypoint. And I mean, this is rough because a lot of it's happening in a situation where they're getting funneled in these like little areas that are really close to health packs. So it's just going to prolong the fight in the defending team, and there it is. It's, you know, it's already been diffused.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Asticassia, despite being the defenders of the game, are definitely the ones actually attacking to push away Portland Burnsiders, and I like that about them. Just because of the fact that, you know, at least they are ensuring that, hey, we can't give them 1 point because if we give them 1 point, right? If we give them 1 point, then that leads them to having a chance to actually get that second one in the process. But look at that though.
That was a beautiful stun there.
Well.
Chaotic. Sorry to cut you off there, but that stun was just. I was elated. That was so good.
That is true, but look at that though. Asticassia still has 2 minutes left to defend this one if they want to take this out from them. Beautiful. Initiation, and that is a team kill. That was a huge wipe here for Asticassia, and just like that, they have now been able to finally take control once again of the waypoints. My goodness, Asticassia, it's
gonna have to be a reset.
It's huge.
They're gonna have to definitely groove up in a situation like this because there's just, you know, what was that, like a minute and 30 seconds or so of just an exhibition fight.
Oh, SG maneuver.
Right, yeah.
But especially that, you know, Exponent being the one actually pushing in front of the spawn point as Zakuto melee. Man, this guy is this guy's bold.
Yeah, I've been able to play with and against Exponent. Great melee player, really cool stuff. Same thing, I've been able to see a lot of Rich Protocols gameplay in the off season as well. You know, these players know what they're doing. I just also want to point out, like, there's a lot of, this is a very melee heavy match, which I think is very cool, considering Season 1, Season 2, Season 3 wasn't as, you know, courteous to melee units. It's cool to be able to see us having Melee Zaku, Susano, and Exia, and a Barb all in the same game.
I mean, that is also why, I mean, I guess that is the theme of season 5, of the season 5, right? We have Storm,
there's the Barb
which is, the Alyanovich Nana system,
great, but we need
though.
a plant. 20 seconds left on the clock, and there is not a plant. I mean, just, we need that. That has to happen somehow. That has to be on everyone's mind right now.
It has to happen now.
You got a second left.
Still win this one.
All you need is 1 second to start that plant to put it in overtime.
Right.
I'm hoping. I know it's
pretty less likely.
Man.
And just like that, you know, Asticassia gonna be able to win this game around. Asticassia School of Technology.
Man.
There you go.
All right. Whew.
And just like that, you know, the
Protocol of
actual Red
MVP.
Protocol.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
we definitely saw, you know, Red Protocol immediately from the first, you know, from the start of the game.
Yeah.
It's see, it's cyber
What?
from a different.
What is this color burn saturation?
Cyber from
I'm brighter
a different
than this.
timeline.
I'm the dark side of the moon. What's going on here?
But again, it's I think it's because you're from a different timeline. That's why it's oh, there we go. There we go. Final effects.
No, we're here. Hi everybody, I'm Cyber10. Glad to be back. Sorry, LaCrumb. It's having technical difficulties. Once he gets those figured out, you'll have your Crumb back. But in the meantime, I'm going to fill in as much as I can.
There you
got JJ Kuhn in the room. Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, thank you very much. Again, you know, it's been quite a while. And the last time I was actually here, right, at the Breakout Esports Breakout Series is when I was casting with you.
Oh, that's right.
Right, and that was the last time. That was like what, 5 months? Yeah.
I know that guy. To pivot real quick, that was a great match. As you can always tell, I'm always rooting for the underdog team, and
right?
You know, whatever that team may be. But I love great teamwork, and we did see a lot of that. I think one of the moments that really stood out was just, again, seeing all the melee units interacting with each other. You know, it's just, I think that's a beautiful thing, especially since, like, you know, tournaments are coming to an end. And it's just, again, it's poetic to be able to see a lot of melee units that maybe either weren't picked because they weren't seen viable, they, you know, and then just Susano, you know, super new but being embraced. Melee Zaku, who's in, Barbados, who's in, Exia, who's being played, and they're all being played well. So I thought last match was like definitely like a really good, you know, Gundam Evolution experience exhibition match. And
I
awesome.
totally agree with you, right? Like the first few months of the game, there's not a lot of like players who are actually playing like the melee units in the game. Just because of the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, it's pretty hard to handle.
Yeah.
But you know, the people who can actually handle these units are the people who
earlier about how that's just getting extra bullets and that's AoE blast, just being able to do so much damage now, just makes him an incredible force to be reckoned with. Adding the turret damage in, you know, with all those melee suits. That's the funny thing too, with all the melee suits on the field, that turret's gonna have a field day. And then just being able to see, who is it? Susano coming in at second place on Wiki. I mean, that's quality damage, it's quality suppression, it's quality crowd control as well between Red Profile and Wiki. And just Memphis being able to have all of these melee suits to keep up with and heal. Gonna have a field day. They just got him a great time. Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean everyone, especially with the melee players, are having great time in this tournament as well. But with that being said, that puts them into 3-0 for our group stages,
Hot
and
damn.
actually going to be on the same tide. What do you call the same tide? What do you call this score as that of Tokyo Monkeys as of the moment,
Yeah.
with 3-0 set count and no games dropped. But Sotoras Esports as well, though. Source Esports currently at 3-1, but while they have won 6 games as well, right, along
Yeah.
with Tokyo Monkeys, they have actually lost 2 games, 2 rounds.
Yes. It's tough out there, man.
It definitely is tough. It
Let me just say
definitely
this:
is
like,
tough.
it's hot out in these streets. A lot of these players have just been playing this game for a very, very, very putting the hours in, putting in the time. You don't see the gameplay, and then for some of them, like
Right.
Tokyo Monkeys, those guys, you got Headhunter who streams this game every single day. For the most part, and is very passionate about it, very good at it,
Right.
very competent at it. Will literally create. You have people on a team who literally create handicaps for themselves on their streams,
Right.
where they're like, you know what? Today I'm gonna play Dynamis, and I'm not using my sniper rifle, pistols only. So
That's true.
that's that's scary. It's scary to go up against when you're playing against people who are so confident in their ability that sometimes they just cripple themselves on purpose just to see how well they can do under the situation and circumstances. So I
That
mean,
is true.
yeah, man.
I mean, at the same time, right?
Yeah,
It's
hot out
it's
there.
a more of a testament that, hey, even if they give themselves a bit of like a handicap, right? They can
Yeah.
still, and if they win, right, that's just a testament that they are a really strong player, if not a team. But speaking of very strong team and player, we're going to see more Gundam Evo action, more strong teams, and more players as well in the process when we come back after the short break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
If they want to take this out from them. Beautiful. Initiate, man. This guy is this guy's bold.
Yeah.
Of the season 5, right? We have Storm,
Here's the barbell.
which has the Alyanovich not a
That's
system
great, but we need a
though.
plan.
Hey,
I'm hoping. I know it's.
I don't know about you, but that intermission music gets me pumped. Like, it just... Hi, welcome back, everybody. My mic should be smooth. Your ears should be, too. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome to production. Yeah.
oh, sorry, I was muted. But the sorry, the much that we've had
Yes.
that we're going to have this
Yes.
time, I think it's going to be a very hard decision to have, just because of the fact that, as I mentioned earlier before the break, right?
Yeah.
We have Asticassia, which hasn't had a loss yet. Not even
Asticassia. No,
not
sorry.
even a game.
It's just such a good name.
Yeah, and Tokyo Monkeys as well hasn't dropped a single match. So both of them are 3-0 and 6-0 game count. So one of them will finally fall down, and it's up to whoever that is, Asticassia or Tokyo
Asticassia.
Monkeys.
Right, yes. Every time you say Asticassia, I'm going to say it right behind you. So just...
Asticassia.
Asticassia.
There you go. I like that. I like
I
that.
like that too. Yeah. We got some. Oh my god! Look at these. Oh my god! Whoa! All right. Mountain RD. That's where we're going. Everything's been banned. No one wants to go into any of these places. I mean, I feel it. I think Mountain R&D has always been that map. That's just been the desire. It's the place you go when meet me outside. You know, like it's just Mountain R&D. That's
for
it.
sure. For sure. I mean, as much as I'd love to see Harbor City, it's Mountain R&D Lab is it's how do I say it? It's like that one place
It is.
that everyone knows, but they don't know what it's called. But they just know.
Scrims go to win.
Well, that's true.
Right. It totally is. It's where scrims go to win. I honestly wouldn't want to see any other map, just because of the layout of a lot of them may be unfavorable to a certain side. I think Mountain R&D is a map that's really good to just be a decision-based map, because it is symmetrical and everything feels fair, and you're just up to the gamble of wherever the objective is at the current time. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, that kind of like shows how multi R&D lab really boils down to the skill of the player and of the team. As you have mentioned, it's quite a symmetrical kind of map, and it's fair to everyone as well. And in terms of like it's a game mode as well that we're gonna be playing on multi R&D lab. Nobody has the positional advantage in contrast to the previous game mode that we have had on the previous match, right? Everyone starts off the same, gets out of their spawn point at the same time, and that's just pretty much it.
Do you have a prediction?
Yeah, prediction. All right. I am going for Tokyo Monkeys this time.
You took
How about
mine.
you?
Now I gotta go with the other one.
Okay, then I'm gonna go with Asticassia then. And
I'm again, like I said, I was saying it a little bit before, and it just is what it is. Headhunter. I wouldn't want to be playing on Mountain R&D against Headhunter. That's all I want to say. Everyone is quality stock of players. I've seen you all play in Gundam Evolution, but Headhunter, like I said before, they go so far as to stream their content every single day for the most part. And I mean, like I've seen some. Can we curse? I've seen some sick shit. I'm just saying. I've seen some stuff, man.
I mean, for a lack of better term, I'd say that works out pretty well. That works out pretty well. You know what I'm saying, but this is going to be quite an amazing thing here, because as we are, having a bit of a tiebreaker here, you're going with Tokyo Monkeys. I'm going with Asticassia. Say it again.
Asticassia.
There we go. The audiences, the viewers are currently at 50% as well. 50% is Asticassia. Yeah. Say it again.
Yeah, Asticassia.
And Tokyo Monkeys at 50% with 34 votes.
But I think this is good too, because it's like Headhunter needs pressure. He needs He needs pressure. I'm saying he's good because I'm saying it, but he needs pressure. You're only as good as your last match. He needs the pressure. I understand, like, ping might be a situation and a thing and all that other stuff. But come on, man. We've been playing in this environment for the past, almost 9 months now. It ain't nothing but some, hey, you're new type, right? Use them new type abilities to deal with the ping. How's that sound? Yeah, there you go. Use that. That's what the new types are all. Use that. Use those abilities. So yeah.
that is true. But speaking of the ping, though, we're going to ping you in just a bit when we come back, as we prepare the next match.
I get permission from my girlfriend. Hold on a minute. You can't just be doing that.
We're gonna come back in just a bit, and when we come back, we'll have the game ready and prepared and started up. So just stay tuned, and we'll be back as Cyber's talking to his girlfriend.
Don't change that channel.
I don't know.
Babe, I gotta get pinged. Yeah, it's for work.
Bang, bang, bang.
Welcome back.
And welcome back to the Summer Clash. It's still summer, right?
Yeah, we still got some week left. And I mean, you know what? You know what's happening in like 3 days?
Yeah.
A new season of Gundam Evolution.
Oh no! Yeah. Right, yeah.
Isn't that funny? Like we're so melancholy about it right now. It's like, oh yeah, you know,
Yeah, the game's shutting down,
blah, blah,
but
blah, blah, blah.
there's
But
a
I
new
looked at-
season.
Right, new season should be coming up in a few days. It's
Yeah.
less than just a couple of hours, you know. 4 sleeps, 3 or 4 sleeps, and I don't quote me on this. I'm not sure if they pushed back anything or what have you. I just
Nah, man.
my
I mean,
counter. My counter is always the ranked number. You know, like every time
Yeah.
there's a new season, it says like 60 days or 40 days or something like that.
Yeah.
I've always been using that as my counter. So I was playing last night, and it said something like 3 or 4 days before ranked season ends. And I mean, we're getting Zeta. That should be cool. And then Camphor wakes up. Camphor's been asleep the entire time. He gets to stretch his legs for what, 3 weeks or something?
No, yeah.
yeah.
Man. It's I don't know, man.
I feel like, can we take him home? Can we have Camphor? Like,
oh god. But you know, it's something that I still can't put my finger on.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that it's really sad. You know, it's really unfortunate that the game is shutting down. But hey, what gives? We're still having a new season. It's
of course.
It's like
I'm hyped for it. I'm excited I really am. I'm excited for it. Like I'm literally that kid showing up to the birthday party of the kid no one likes. I'm like, I heard there was cake
I heard this burning
and a clown and some balloons. I'm here for it, you know? I'm totally here for it. I'm looking forward to seeing what people do.
Free food, right?
Yeah. Also, we'll be doing next weekend's event. We'll be doing next weekend's tournament under the new system. You know, there's gonna be some changes to the the units. We did read that, and they did share a couple of changes. I think one of my favorite ones is Ash is gonna fly longer. That's cool.
Right.
Yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool. They did give us like a glimpse of any, buffs and nerfs. Obviously, not everything is written in stone, but man, it's going to be so. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to playing it, and I look forward to hosting some custom games as well, just so that I can see what everyone else does and all the cool things that they do with Zeta's AOE stun alt.
It's
it's wild.
I don't think, okay, well, let's be realistic. I don't think we're gonna be seeing that, right? For next week's tournament, the playoffs. But
You never know. You really never. We're gonna have a new map. We're gonna have a new
we're
map.
gonna call it Craze.
We're gonna have a new
is that
unit.
gonna be a thing? It's oh wow,
It's possible, man. It totally is. It's gonna be so. I think it's gonna be so cool. I wish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's I'd say 100% it's going to be real if we get to see Ariel in the game next.
Okay, why are you're hurting? You're good. All right, you're taking this way over there. I can't. My heart can't deal with it. I can't.
No, yeah, that's my point. That's my point.
Thank you for
right
calling
there.
a technical pause. What JJ said was pretty out of pocket. I totally agree. We're gonna call a technical pause on JJ right now. Pause, sir.
Okay.
Pause.
I am.
Pause.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're hurting hearts out here. Of course, we wanted Ariel in this game. That would make so much money and so much sense.
Sorry, I
Technical
I like,
pause
I
on
like
you, JJ.
Caliburn.
Technical pause. While the players get themselves ready and fill their water canisters and all that other stuff. Oh, it looks like we're coming off the technical pause. Oh, that's my face.
Oh wow!
Holy wow! All right.
Wow! What a beautiful transition. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
production.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like it's.
You know, it's not easy. But I'm glad he looks at me in between segments to keep him going in life. Speaking of keeping going, it looks like we got Sazabi, or exponents on Sazabi, eating these health packs like candy. They're trying to hold down point A, which obviously it's really nice to have that as an opener instead of just being B. It's very open. Flyers can at least participate in the fights. And who knows, you know, it could go either way, especially if it's any objective in B.
A or C, right?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, though, it looks like.
Oh, you saw that rainbow? Oh, did you see that jump? That was sick.
Wow.
Area contested.
Asticassia with the lead, though.
Objective contested.
New Gundam going down.
I mean, I do predict that the scoreboard is going to go back and forth where, you know, Asticassia is going to have it, and then Monkey's going to get it, and Asticassia is going to have it, and then it's just going to go back and forth. I really don't see a sweep happening. So, you know, Asticassia getting A, yeah. I'm pretty sure Monkeys are going to get B. Or C. Excuse me.
Right. But, you know, let's find out together if that is going to be the case here. As we get to take a look at the, you know, Tokyo Monkeys here now heading into that of the C point, where they have a bit of the position advantage.
Zoning.
But thanks for the ult here coming from that of the RX-78-2. It's you know, it basically gives it a bit of a breathing, a bit of a space to get in.
All right. Asticassia is giving Tokyo Monkeys a hard reset there with that total team kill.
Hades now open as well to get used. So let's find out when it's going to be popped up. Pew, pew, pew. Here comes the funnels are up as well. Okay, not much else. 71% for Asticassia right now. 16 seconds left. Here with the Dom.
Ain't no party like a Dom party, because the Dom party don't stop.
3 minutes remaining.
That is true. But here comes one more point here for Asticassia. They just need to get the the B point. But I mean,
No
at the same
fly zone.
beautiful.
Wow, no fly zone.
From Rainbow. Okay, so anyway, like B point, this is going to be like a one hard thing because you know the melee units are really dominant in this part of the map.
Oh yeah, they are
Chaotic,
until they get
however.
stunned. Look at that. Oh,
Getting sad with the Morning
God,
Star,
yeah.
yes.
Area contested.
wait, hold on a second, because you know what's crazy about this? Tokyo Monkeys can just take this and hold this for as long as they possibly can, just to
Right.
keep themselves relevant into the in the match. And like I said, it should be a situation where one team's gonna hold it, get ahead, and the other team's gonna catch up and be on their coattails. Definitely isn't as neck and neck as I expected it to be, but hey, there's still 30 seconds left on objective B.
No, yeah, but you know, a 90% is not a small number to actually catch up on. But here you go, though. Asticassia still trying to catch up once again. Chaotic going to be able to try to push in some damage control. It's going to be 2 down, no make that 3 down into the side of Tokyo Monkeys, as Asticassia is going to be able to secure the objective.
Oh, this is going to end at 99.7 or 98.7. Wow.
Going into the 8 point now.
Requesting emergency revival.
In 20 seconds, objective A will open, and it can go one of 2 ways. One team can just
Ease
go ahead,
itself again.
and close it out, or Tokyo Monkeys can put up a really good fight and keep themselves relevant in the first game, really setting the tone for what round 2 is going to look like.
Wow,
There it
this is
is.
a no. Gonna be
Objective
taken
open.
down. There we go. There's a no now down as well. 2 into the side of Asticassia is taken down with a third G maneuvers as well. So Zombie has the funnels ready as well. Oh, here we go.
Tokyo
Guess what, G
Monkeys looks
maneuver.
like they're locking Asticassia, but
Capturing objective
Asticassia doesn't care. They're pushing themselves in. They are cascading their ultimates. Gaku range, Sazabi, Susano. And they only needed, what, like 1.2% to finish this round off? Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
It's just one more point. Just one more point for Asticassia. Say it
A.
again.
Round 2.
Asticassia.
There you go. For them to be able to finally win this one, and possibly be the one who takes, takes the group stages without any games dropped, and going into
Look at that.
Lee
Look at Lee Sung. Look at
Lee Sung at
Lee Sung.
20K.
20K.
I know.
Oh my god.
I know.
Oh my god.
Trying to get in contrast
That's
to
so-
Yodi, right?
Like, what? Who are you playing?
But I mean, look at Chaotic right now playing the Susanoo only at 8K.
It's just
That's
round one.
huge.
Hey, okay, well, all right. Short kings rise up, all right? Hey, now.
Yeah. But I
Low
mean, that
damage
is,
just means not many opportunities, That's all.
No, yeah, but at the same time, it's quite fascinating to see that Chaotic with the Susanoo only has 8K of the damage, especially that it is one of the highest, I wouldn't say highest dealing units, but more
Yeah.
so, the unit that provides itself a lot of opportunity to dish out damage.
I mean, but look what he's up against. He has a lot. He's playing against a team that most of the units have a pretty high to medium fire rate. You have to, they're pretty much all up in each other's faces. Susano did get tweaked in the last update, where now he knocks back his enemies a little further than before. So that does kind of really mess up the type of damage potential that he used to have. But again, it's all up to the pilot. You can do 8K one match and 20K in the next. It's really all boils
That's
down
true.
to opportunities.
That is true. But speaking of opportunities, though, Tokyo Monkeys is the one taking in the first point, the
They
first
need
objective
to.
of
Yeah,
this game.
they really do.
That
They
is
need to hold
true.
this. They need to set a statement here that they're not just a one-off. And if they can hold, honestly speaking, you know what I want to see? I want to see them lock out the entire match in their favor, where they just give what they got in the last game. Let them get up to 90 to 100%, and just close out the match so that we can get to round 3 and just see the carnage that we all really want to see. Because that third round is going to be nuts. It is.
No, yeah, for sure. And I mean, if speaking of the carnage, it seems as if, Tokyo Monkeys is doing it against that of Asticassia, as Asticassia was able to, take in that A point at the very last moment.
Okay, I'm trying to get out.
The target gets, transfers into B point. Headhunter right now, hunting for heads. Okay. Red Protocol now back into the Ashimar. Definitely, we
Definitely sounds like a
earlier.
pale alt. Yeah, it was.
Jail is all this time for Red Protocol with the Ashimar.
Objective B is just doing his thing right now. 35 seconds. available until shuts down and then A takes over. So I mean, it's one of those situations where, oh, there goes all from Red Protocol. He's just trying to clean up now. Again, it's one of those situations where you want to try and hold that point as long as you can and provide pressure, but the enemy team's coming in from the top, the sides, from behind. You never really know what they're going to do, especially when there's a lot of time on the clock and it's objective.
Right. And Yachty, of course, does have access to their funnels as well. But Chaotic now has access to Trans, and they can essentially, take over, against that of Tokyo Monkeys, which they already do as well.
This is wild.
In the lead, 48% as well. Wiki has access to the shoulder. Red Protocol has, Chaotic has access to the Trans, and Exponent has access to the funnels from that of the Sazabi.
Lee making a presence, just trying to get that Sazabi shield down. He does know that once Sazabi shield is down, it's like a cascading effect of things. Sazabi shield down, Sazabi has to retreat, Sazabi's retreating, there's no front line. But there goes the butterfly coming from Rainbow Monkey.
Ooh. Speaking of rainbows, though, here comes the butterfly as well. Going to be able to push in some damage. Going to be able to take them too as well into the side of Asticassia. Still, is it enough though? 54% right now. They've already passed in the percentage point of Asticassia for round 2.
Asticassia knows that they need to get in there, but I mean, again, it's like there's about a minute, 50 seconds left on the clock. It's no real pressure. Like I said before, even if they do get it, they're going to get it for what? Just a couple of seconds. I'm sorry, Tokyo Monkey's gonna. It looks like Tokyo Monkey got it back actually. This is being traded right now.
And just like that, Asticassia was able to win it back, but there's only like 4 seconds when they were able to take it in. So definitely not going to be able to catch up into the score of that of Tokyo Monkeys.
Correct me if I'm wrong, my math might be a little bit off, but I think C is really going to be where it all matters, just because that's enough for, depending on who gets it from the very beginning, I think that's probably enough for them to win out the round. Find out
if they can hold it down.
Yeah.
If they can hold it down. Because, at the very last second, I think. Yeah, at the very last second, I think it's going to be...
remaining. Here it is.
What do you call it? It's going to be the final push,
this is it.
where if they contest it. There you go.
Ooh, that denial from the grab from the turn A. Love to see it. This is the pressure right here, because Tokyo Monkey know that they cannot lose this one. They have to win this one. They won a game 3. We won a game 3. Our audience sitting at home wants a game 3. Grandma sitting in the back seat watching the stream wants a game 3.
Yep. M-Chance currently has access into that of Chaotic. Chaotic has access to the chance. The Red Protocol
closing it out?
going to be taken out as well. But extra time is going to be popped up here. They can still take this one up.
Get a
almost
third?
there. 25% is left. Unfortunately, extra time.
They're not coming back into the fight.
Chaotic actually on the clutch.
Oh, Tokyo Monkey got pushed off the point at 99%. Asticassia 73 and climbing. This is the last objective to victory. All they need is to close this out at 100%. Tokyo Monkeys being pushed right back into their spawn point. Some of them are trying to, it looked like they were going to go through B and maybe go around, but there really isn't enough time. If they can't collapse onto that point in the next 12 seconds, that's it, bro. You just lost from the spawn point. I don't think they're going to let that happen. They're all moving in.
93.
The ball goes
94.
out. Zoning is perfect. Tokyo Monkey makes themselves presence back on the
Amano with the ult.
99 of 99. It's being held. Tokyo Monkey just needs to clear off a couple. And here comes the turn A ultimate for Rainbow Monkey. This can be all that you need to make it happen, but someone needs to be on that point right now. And it looks like we're getting a game 3. God damn it. Round
that
2
is
over.
it though.
Game 3.
I mean, it showed, right? I mean, it showed how one of these teams hasn't lost yet, and we're definitely seeing why that is. And just like that, both of these teams have finally lost their first game. Their first game, the first round in the entirety of the series of the tournament, or at least in the group stages.
I just want to say that, we were looking at Chaotic's damage before. Chaotic was able to pull him up to about 20k. I don't think Chaotic switched the unit, was playing Susano the entire time. Obviously, you can definitely see that a lot of the damage is coming from Tokyo Monkey side, with Headhunter sitting at 37, Lee sitting at 45, Rainbow sitting at 34. But you know what's coming from Asticassia? Tenacity. Just straight up raw tenacity. And this is a phenomenal game right here. I think, I know we have a lot of matches to get through today. However, I will have to say that this right here is one of the peak Gundam Evolution matches that I have seen ever.
No, yeah, I mean, just putting them on the pit, right? Toe to toe, against Shutter, everyone is on equal footing right now, and this is definitely one of the most high-level plays that we're going to be able to see in the Gundam Evolution in its history, because, there's not going to be any history for the game in a few months. But, let's focus on the present, as we are now going to be able to, see game number 3 once again. Chaotic still sticking to the guns as Susanoo.
I just want to point something out, though. Everyone's hot. Everyone's on fire. Everyone's blood is pumping. The caffeine's at its limit. They just can't go any higher than they're going right now because that last match really set them off on that high. And so what's happening right now, what we're seeing right now, we're seeing an extension of the last match. Because right now, they know that it all boils down to this round. This is round 3. This is the go-home round. So what they're doing, how they're playing, the way that they feel right now, they're still elated from round 2, and that's why everything you see right now just feels so raw and chaotic, and there's just so much friction happening. But the fact that Asticassia is holding on to objective B for as long as they can, it just looks like you have all these skirmishes, like everyone's in a fight right now. It really just boils down to the fact that last round was so heated that they're getting out that frustration in this round.
Right, and at the same time, Zisu Raimuke has access to their G maneuver as well, along with hacks into that of the Zaku too. With that being said, they're going to be taken down as well in the process, but Asticassia now has to lead at 42%.
Oh, there goes the gym denying ult from Tokyo Monkeys. This is really cool, just being able to zone the Sazabi back, push him back with the shield bash there from the gym, getting huge value of just knocking him off the point and zoning the enemy team away from the objective. This is the kind of strategic gameplay that you really like to see and that you have to play when you are using a unit that has so many utility options.
40 seconds right now as Tokyo Monkeys is going to be able to take this one up, maybe going to be able to catch up into the 42 points that Asticassia already has, but 25%, no 15, no 1.
Oh, there goes it. Yeah, this is it. You can't hold on to these
Rainbow
ults.
Monkey.
Oh,
Rainbow Monkey with the
from Dom.
I
Dom,
was just
the
gonna say,
anti-air, anti-fun. You know Dom. You know the one. Dom brought him down. Chaotic. I hope we don't pop that ult. Chaotic. We know you. We know. Oh. I don't think if it wasn't for that revive, you definitely would have been able to pop that ult. But he's probably going to hold it for objective B, which is the smartest thing to do right now, since there is nothing to really fight for. This is the prep phase. The point will unlock in about 23 seconds, so both teams are just prepping themselves to be in the best position to take it over. Asticassia already down there holding on to the point, and it looks like once again Tokyo Monkeys are just trying to zone out Asticassia with the Gundam ult. It did create a little bit of a distraction there. Asticassia, it's falling one by one. They are going to have to regroup. Exponent with the stun. Oh my god. I felt that. Headhunter felt that. Everyone at home felt that. JJ, did you feel that?
I mean, it's this is a very, very sticky situation for both of the teams. Just because of the fact that it's going, as you have mentioned, at the start of the game, it's going back and forth. I still cannot dismiss Tokyo Monkeys here, despite Asticassia having the lead, because man, that last moment for the last round was just phenomenal.
This game right here is friction, frustration, fighting spirit. This is raw at its core. 84 Asticassia against the, what is this? They're sitting at 39 Tokyo Monkeys, which you know that number can change at any time, especially since they're creeping up with getting the last little bits of the objective. But again, this match right here is one of the matches of the century, just again because there's so much culture between both of these teams, and there's just, hey, this is Gundam Evolution at its highest.
It's evolving. It's evolving right now.
Since day one, we wanted JP versus NA. This is what it looks like. This is what we were denied of the entire time. We could have had this the entire time. However, we have it now, and that's really all that matters. This is a match that a lot of players are going to go back and they're going to look at. They're going to analyze. They're going to say, that was me. Grandma, where were you? Grandmas and grandpas, you're going to be like, son, daughter, where were you when NA fought JP?
I wasn't bored yet, son.
And NA won. Where were you?
There you go. Asticassia winning 2-0 against Tokyo Monkeys. Maybe perhaps it's because the pilots for Tokyo Monkeys are, well,
Exponent making a statement.
And look at that as well. You know what? Let me take a look at the replay.
Where were you? Where were you on Saturday?
I was
the 19th.
Watching the replay.
August 19th. Where were you? Where were you on Saturday, August 19th? When NA fought JP and it went down in this internet town. Where were you?
And that was just like the first thing as well. Like, it's just the first of the JP versus NA. We're gonna be seeing more of that as well pretty soon. You know, let's take a look back in on the replay. Look at that.
Oh my god. That was hot. That was heated. I just want to really point out that both teams did a phenomenal job with just being in every spot that they needed to be, using all the experience that they've known to employ from every match they've ever played, be that on stream, in tournament, or offline. It was just awesome. It was awesome to cast it. It was awesome to watch it. These Turn A butterflies were just coming out as soon as they got their ultimates, which is exactly what you want to do on such a visceral map like Mountain R&D. And again, like, no one held back. It was raw. People were getting shot out of the sky. People, you know, again, to see Unruly's DPS in the very beginning, the damage just be so low, and he's like, bro, you're okay? You feeling all right? And then all of a sudden just, you know, hit that Ultra Instinct. What is it? What's Luffy doing now? Hit that Gear 10? Is that 5? What it is? Just hit the Gear 5. Oh,
Joy Boy?
No, he hit Gear 10. That was Gear 10.
Oh, that was Gear 10.
I saw. That's what I don't. If Luffy hit 5, Luffy hit Gear 5, but you know, I saw Gear 10. I saw Gear 10. Gear 10. That's what I
see.
saw.
I see. I mean, maybe I'm just a bit behind with the manga. You know what I'm saying? Because like the manga is happening right on our very eyes.
Bro, you don't read the manga?
Oh, did I just expose?
You don't read. But no, it was that was a great match. You know, I loved it. It was just we're gonna see more of these matches today. We're gonna see another one next week, and hopefully. But this is Gundam Evolution, man. This is what it's always been about. This is what it is, and this is what we've always wanted to be. So again, like, it's really poetic. It's very sweet. I appreciate everybody that's watching the stream right now, just because this is the game that for the past 8 or 9 months we've been like, this game slaps, it hits, this is what it's all about. And now we got to show you just that.
And speaking of slapping, here are the damage numbers of how much these players have been slapping each other. Look at Lee Sang-yeon at 63k.
I don't think in my spectating or casting career I've ever seen it that high. Maybe it was, and we just weren't showing the damage numbers, and maybe I missed a stream or two. But 63, 50 for these are some high numbers. These very
These
high.
are,
That's a lot.
I
Yeah.
believe this is the second time that we got to see a 60k sub 60k, because earlier we've seen Yariella with the Pale Rider as well hitting that 60k.
Yeah. That's wild. But that just goes to show, no one was idle. No one was waiting. Everyone was in action. They were in flux. They were working with their team. They were trying to create opportunities, recover from opportunities, or just make space. And so it's just, the numbers don't lie. Everyone was here. Everyone was present. And everyone was working extremely hard, even down to the fact that, Red Protocol sitting at 44. Granted, on the winning team, 5 repairs. Wiki, 3 repairs. Hacks, 5 repairs. So in all of that damage that's being done to them and that they're receiving, they're still finding opportunities to revive each other.
No, yeah, for sure. And I mean, this has been just quite amazing as well.
Blueprint.
Blueprint. No, definitely. It's something that, man, it's quite fascinating, because we still have I believe two more games,
and the whole weekend, and another week,
the whole week. We still have some for tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
So it's just fascinating to know that we might be able to see more of these very close matches for the last 2 games, and tomorrow and next week.
Yeah, and next week, yeah. I mean, it's just, again, it takes a lot to get up on that stage and stand up there and perform in front of people. And even though this is all digital, I just want to give everybody a pat on the back for competing, for allowing us to be entertained by your gameplay. Doesn't take away anything other than the fact that, a team that didn't win, you won us over. So you still got that much, but we're definitely rooting for everyone that's playing here today. It's just... This is Gundam Evolution. This is the game that I know at its peak, and I'm here for that. It's so good, so good.
No, yeah, but speaking of good matches as well, we are now going to head in on our break. So don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to still have more Gundam Evo action only here on our YouTube channel, because we are now assigned here.
Put you back in front of the stream. You hear me? Stay right here. See when you get back.
Don't go anywhere.
Asticassia, they just need to get the B point. But I mean, at the same,
Asticassia doesn't care. They're pushing themselves in. They are cascading their ultimates. Gaku Range, Sazabi, Susano. You have to, they're pretty much all up in each other.
If speaking of the carnage, it seems that Tokyo Monkeys is doing it against that of Asticassia. I think Asticassia was able to, take
to clear off a couple, and here comes the turn A ultimate for Rainbow Monkey. This can be all that you need to make it happen, but someone needs to be on that point right now, and it looks like we're getting a game 3. Round
that
2. There goes the gym denying ult from Tokyo Monkeys. This is really cool. There goes it. Yeah, this is it. You can't hold on to these
Rainbow
ults.
Monkey.
Rainbow Monkey are just trying to zone out Asticassia with the mods and grandpas. You're gonna be like, son, daughter, where were you when NA fought JP?
I wasn't bored yet.
Welcome back, everyone, to the most professional cast of Gundam Evolution you've ever seen in your entire existence of Gundam Evolution cast. I am Cyber10, joined by
Hacker man.
JJ Kun. And we're so glad to be here on this phenomenally beautiful Saturday afternoon. JJ, we just got a couple more matches in us for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow we'll be starting nice, fresh, early once again. Who do you think's closing this out today? I mean, any predictions? Oh, that's a face.
It's I mean, at this point, TwistedSin definitely a really great team.
Yeah,
but Asticassia has shown us this is going to be the
Asticassia.
third game. This is going to be
Yeah.
the third game that we're going to be seeing Asticassia. And man, if they have been playing since earlier, they are currently on a roll right now. Hasn't lost a single game. Well, I mean, they've lost one round, but in terms of like a set, they haven't lost a single set. So I think I would have to put my vote to Asticassia.
They've definitely been performing very strong. I agree. Even when they're behind, they find again, like I said earlier, they find the tenacity to pull themselves together and look for opportunities to make it happen, especially when it comes to playing on Mountain R&D. They definitely have a very strong team sense. And I think that's the thing that has been carrying them through a lot of these matches, even if they may be behind in damage. Just again having that tenacity, that team sense, and just again being able to play the objectives and play them well. It's working in their favor. Yeah, we can definitely see that being a possibility. But hey, we're no prophets. It can go any way, and that's really what we're here to see. So, man. I'm really rooting for the game.
It's
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
rooting for the
at this
game.
point on, right? Like even our audiences, right? Even the viewers are hoping for or at least voting for Asticassia with 81% voting
that.
to Asticassia. TwistedSin at 80% with a total of 27 votes. And this time around, we're gonna be going back to Thermal Plant. I believe this is our the second time that we're gonna
Yeah.
be seeing
We
Thermal
kicked it
Plant.
off in Thermal.
Yeah, this time around.
It's really funny. I hope we make enough noise and Camphor wakes up early. That would be pretty neat. That may not happen, but Thermal Plant's a pretty risky map just because I've seen a lot of teams get locked out of these objectives. It's very easy to get locked out of objective A and objective B, and then you're just kind of sitting there and you're just like, all right, now what do we do? So it's some things that you kind of, for those of you that are watching at home, some stuff you want to look out for is just see if anyone's flanking. That the Zaku range is a menace on this map just because everywhere he turns there's a health pack. Susano's another one. Eggsy is another one. Sazabi takes up so much space on this map. It's so nice to see. And Methus is extremely strong because there's a lot of turret play on Thermal Plant. And I actually really love playing Methus on Thermal Plant just because, again, it's so creative with the amount of places you can stick the turret, depending on which objective is the one that you're fighting over. But both teams have proven that when it comes to straight up slug down, they can definitely produce the numbers. So, like I said, it's again, Thermal Plant's a tricky map because a lot of teams have fallen to Thermal Plant, and they were the ones that picked the map. It's just, Thermal Plant.
No, yeah, I mean,
rough.
especially at like C point. I might be confusing A point and C point. But
It's A. I think you're thinking A because C is more like a ring, a oval or whatever. But A is like it's a house with like 4 entrances. There's one for one team, there's one for the other, and then the side. Yeah.
So like the A side, definitely it's one of the things that a lot of the action actually happens on that underground. A lot of the defense happens there. Maybe it's mostly never on the middle end, right? It's always on like the roof kind of
so we're talking about C
thing.
Yeah, we're talking about C.
Oh yeah, we're talking about C.
We're talking about C.
It was mostly on the C and either on the airborne or the one below.
It's weird. It's weird now that I think about it because like C is the only one that kind of has 2 points you can stand on. Like you said, you can be down below, so you can be standing. Player could be standing on the top side, and they're like, "Why isn't the objective moving in my favor?" And there could be someone hanging out downstairs. It's interesting that B didn't get that same treatment, since I don't know, maybe the distance actually feels a little shorter, or it could be the same, but. That is what makes C very, very different compared to A and B. However, I mean, again, like I said, a lot of folks just get locked out of B, and you're just standing there watching the AB team all hang out in B, and you're like, guys, we need to figure out how to get in there, and we only have really 3 front entrances: the front door, the sides.
That is true. I mean, it's sorry, my apologies, Cyber. It's my guy just was to go to a break, so we're gonna go back. He's been calling us and asking us to show a break, so you know what, he wants us to shut up, and we're gonna go to a break. We'll be back when the game's ready. We still want to talk about the map, but
Yeah,
apparently
agent,
we can't.
yeah,
So
they got me on the show. We need to talk. Yeah, just. All right. Ooh, oh my, oh, exponent, please put it away. Eager and ready to go. Gun hanging out of the hangar. This is a family-friendly stream. Don't worry about it. Both teams are out. TwistedSin, Asticassia out, ready to beat each other bloody on objective B. This is exactly what we were talking about a little earlier. One team just getting locked out. And there it is. Team kill. Jeez, that was less than 60 seconds.
Was quick. That was quick. Asticassia, as you have mentioned, less than 6 seconds, gonna be able to get in a team wipe and obviously get in the objectives as well. Currently at 48%.
You know what's funny about this though is it's just this is the after effect of fighting Tokyo Monkeys. This is that. Because once you feel that elation of fighting a really good team,
The zone, right?
it puts you in the zone and you feel it. The next team, it's just the residual effects. You know,
As unfortunate as it is.
Yes.
As unfortunate as it is.
And like I said before, Thermal Plant is very unforgiving. The thing about Thermal Plant that we're witnessing right now, if you look on the right-hand side, there's a lot of areas to funnel your enemy. And having Objective B and holding Objective B, they have to come to you. And it's very strenuous to flank your enemy.
Right.
You're just not going to... It's just a waste of time.
To objective A.
Wow, look at that.
And A
Opponent
is,
with a
again,
very
equally
beautiful
unforgiving.
Zazabi. Very beautiful Zazabi being played right now, especially with the Astros as well. Having it fairly aimed properly, but hacks though. Currently at Zakuto range. This is what you mentioned earlier as well, right? Like Zakuto range is a really good unit in this map.
X getting out. Oh, so almost made it out of there.
Capturing objective A. Objective contested.
Okay, I was about to say TwistedSin really does need to make a name for themselves right now. You know, especially since they have some very quality names on their team. Both teams actually have been in this for a very long time. Seeing Chaotic, Evictus, seeing One Trick Tony, seeing Boondiggles, seeing Royal Fat Man, and many others. These names are names that we are very familiar with, and we've been, again, seeing these names for several months. And it's interesting because I think at some point, you know, I've seen them play on the same team with each other, be it in that just practice off tournament sessions and things. So you know you're going to get a really good match. But coming from the match we just had with Tokyo Monkeys, Asticassia is just, they're in a different headspace, and you can tell.
To objective C.
No, yeah, for sure. But, you know, we only have like 3 minutes left here. 58% into the side of Asticassia. 59. Just waiting for C point to actually come up once again. And with TwistedSin really doing their best right now to actually catch up against Asticassia.
Capturing
I'm on a situation. Yeah, it's like that sometimes. You're waiting to get your health back, but your health regenerates naturally. So you kind of think to yourself, well, why am I standing here? You know, I guess I don't need the health back.
Oh man, here we go.
This is a very dangerous one. Yeah, Asticassia just needs this last point to close out the match in their favor. And again, this is C. You were talking about it a little earlier, how, you know, someone can be hanging out downstairs or you're holding out upstairs. Evictus is doing a really good job of just trying to fly the unfriendly skies and having your arm hanging around and making sure that definitely doesn't happen. But if TwistedSin can't get C, then that's it. Asticassia is just going to take this first game, and it's going to set a tone for what round 2 is going to look like.
No, yeah, but at the same time, right? Like, they can still take this one up if they can get it on the seafood. But unfortunately, though, no.
Yeah.
TwistedSin got their win condition twisted.
Did you just say TwistedSin got their win condition twist?
I mean, if it wasn't, if it wasn't, then Asticassia would have won. I'm just saying.
Man, JJ, the puns. Well done. Well said. Let's look at these damage numbers. Oh, man. Royal Fat Man putting out that. You know, there's certain names that I see and I expect it. Amano, 19K, and very little revives. There's only one revive that went off, or 2 revives, I'm sorry, that went off. And it's again, interesting that the team that won was able to pop off a revive or 2. I'm a big fan of revives. I think it especially in this game where you revive them and they pretty much come back at full health, you know. And it keeps them in the fight. It reinforces the front line. There's a lot of strategy that goes behind a revival. So, man, it's again, TwistedSin really needs to pull together and do their best to figure out how they can craft getting objective A and really making the scoreboard work in their favor. Because for them, this could be the last round.
It might as well be the last round if Asticassia will win this one. But here you go though, TwistedSin. Hopefully this round isn't twisted for them, as Haxer is trying to push in more damage against them. Boon deals. You know, Boon was actually commenting in the comment section as well. That, you know, they said that they'll take 18% of the prediction rate, taking those odds and stuff. But you know, let's find out how they're going to be able to, you know, answer back against Asticassia.
It's always a pleasure seeing Invictus on Exia. Definitely one of community favorite picks there. So it's just, you know, seeing these teams really try and duke it out. Here we go, a nice little revive we were talking about earlier and how much those matter, reinforcing the front line. You know, Chaotic just trying to get the Sazabi down. And it's like, it's a 3 melee run over here for Asticassia. Using Susano, using Exia, using Barbados, that's a lot of up in your face, you know? And I think the counter of all of that seems to be on Twisted using, you know, units like Dom, Sazabi, but Sazabi's kind of getting bullied out a bit there, which just might show how Susano and Exia and Barb on the same team can just be like a very unforgiving presence.
No, yeah, for sure. But here comes a Transam from Invictus right now. Going to be able to put in a lot of damage here. That's a contest as well. But never mind, though. Against taking damage as well. This could be 3 down into the side of TwistedSin. And 46%, though, from the side of Asticassia is still going to be trying to contest this one up against TwistedSin. But unfortunately, still not going to be enough for them to take it out. Never mind what I
Mono
just
with
said.
the double.
Fight for control of the target area.
Testing again, 55% right now, but T asks, that's not TwistedSin right now, that's Taylor's. Okay, never mind.
Don't worry about it. You know, it's okay. You know, objective's going to change in about 5 seconds anyway. We're going to have to move over to C, which was what we ended on in the last round. This is all in favor of Asticassia. And it's just gonna have to be a situation where TwistedSin doesn't get pushed back to their spawn. That's happening right now, and they're actually able to get to C and contest it, or else right now they're just fighting to live.
No, yeah, for sure. And you know, that is not the kind of like situation you want to be in, because if you're just playing and, you know, just fighting to survive the next minute, then you're definitely not going to have some time to, you know, actually catch up in terms of points. And especially that this is going to be the last point here for Asticassia, if TwistedSin won't be able to contest this away from that.
I really like what Hawklight did there. Hawklight basically uses ult to just try and give his team, because there's that speed boost that you get when you use Dom, to get closer to the objective C, because they were so far away and being pushed back at their spawn. Meanwhile, Cool Cheese, just cool. You know, just really making a way and opportunity and space for his team. That was a really good double, and I think there was even a triple in there, but I definitely saw the double happen. Roll Fat Man again, just flanking the top side, just trying to keep the point clear, because they know that they can't go out like this. They just can't. They at least got to fight. They got to put up a fight.
Oh yeah.
These names have too much quality and reputation behind them.
Look at that though. They have been able to, you know, get a bit of a score here in the side of
Chaotic with that was an That was an emote. That was a gotta give the emote holding it down over an A. Now I do want to point out that Twisted definitely did a phenomenal job with denying Asticassia some points, or else the match would have been closed out already. Chaotic there with that nice little
1 minute remaining. Fight for control of the target area.
I don't know, it wasn't really much of a flank, but like a little cop out, trying to pull in a kill, ended up getting reversed on him. But I mean, even Tony right now is just trying to take out hacks, and there's so many proxy fights that's going on at the moment. Objective A is open. Twisted has the objective. Hacks is back in there. Hacks took the objective for Asticassia. It's just...
This is it. This might be it for Asticassia right
holding
now.
It all, clearing the point.
Extra time. Ooh, beautiful contest.
Enough people
here.
to contest.
Not anymore. No, okay, never mind. There is now.
Tony's here.
Beautiful push. Beautiful push.
Mission complete.
There you.
I saw it in chat, but yeah, that triple melee is getting a lot of love. I love matches like these, especially when they all know, they all know each other. They've played with each other, against each other, fought each other, bled for each other.
Man, it's
wouldn't have any other timeline. So good.
It definitely is, man. It's I still now I don't know what to say. It's
Do you have a moment that really stood out in that last in those 2 rounds?
It's hard to pick, like as it was quite one-sided for the first few rounds as well. But there, at least at the very round number 2, right? At least TwistedSin was able to get a bit of a score for themselves as well, as you see on my background. There's chaotic still with the with the Barbatos. Can you take a look at my background there? But it's quite fashionable to see how they're really not giving up, and I think that's like the best part of that match for me.
I think there was a lot of bard play, which was really cool. Just to spit the words out, it was funny how there was a moment where Chaotic was being chased and turned the corner and then turned around. I was like, haha, gotcha. There's the mace slam. I love moments like that because you can tell that player understands, how the game works and what it looks like for their opponent to see them go behind a corner, lose line of sight, and have to guess like, did they keep going? Are they still, the last thing you assume is the opponent is still there. They're still waiting there behind that wall. And I love plays like that because that shows so much player expression. And I wouldn't expect anything less from, like I said, these very core and critical names that you can load up Gundam Evolution at any time of the day, and you may see 1 or 2 of their names on your team against your team. These are the guys that have been living and breathing Gundam Evolution since the inception, and I love it. Love seeing it.
Right, and here you go for our, a bit of a recap of what happened from the last time. Amano definitely putting in a bit of a, the most of the damage here with 46k. Let's round it off. It's 45.9. It's 46k. I think like Amano here would have been able to get in 60k easy if it were game number 3.
Yeah, I agree. And it's great that I gotta commend Cold Cheese, 1 for the name and 2 just for that little clip we had where ended up getting that double in the pale alt, and you can see you're sitting at 31 k damage. You can see where that damage was coming from between these 2 rounds. Even with Amano, who was basically all over the place. It's just these guys were performing extremely well under their circumstances. And like I said, TwistedSin definitely, I hope the inspiration got played forward because, again, Asti came in, fought Tokyo Monkey, got the fight of their life, became elated, and immediately went after and fought TwistedSin with the same ferocity that they were using against Tokyo Monkey. And like I said before, I just hope that I hope that TwistedSin, caught some of that energy, some of that fighting spirit, and was able to like, okay, this is how people are playing. This is how we're gonna play this game.
Yeah, and it's I sorry, it's just Stars here is I see him typing, so I mean I was like, you know what, I got you, bro. It's we're gonna be heading on a break, and after that would unfortunately be the last game of the night or the day wherever you are in the world. So, with that being said, we're just gonna take a short break, prepare the next match, pick and ban for the maps, and we'll have our last match for Group A, and then we'll have tomorrow for Group B. So don't go anywhere. Apparently, it's Zakutu range. This is what you mentioned earlier as well, right? Like,
Be down. And it's like it's a 3 melee run over here for Asticassia.
especially that this is going to be the last point here for Asticassia. If TwistedSin
Can use Dom to get closer to the objective C because they were so far away and being pushed back at their spawn. Meanwhile, Cool Chi got to put up a fight.
Oh yeah.
These names have too much quality.
Or no, okay, never mind. There it is
call
now.
play. Tony's here.
Beautiful.
Oh, damn, welcome back, JJ. It's the last game of the day. How are you? How are you doing? How you feeling? Everyone, we're so glad that you were able to tune in and spend time with us this weekend. That we're just kicking off. We got a whole other match and games to be played tomorrow. We're so excited. JJ is lost for words. His excitement is just off the scale. Just totally off the scale. If there's anything that we want you to all remember is that all of these players that performed today they're phenomenal. They smell great. They're smart. But it's just cool to see how much tenacity, how resilient, how adaptable all of these players are. And I mean, we're here for it. This is Gundam Evolution at its peak, at its finest. Can't be replaced. Nothing like it will ever take its place. These players in this moment, in this time in history, they rock. Oh, so cool. And we still got more to go. So I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it.
I mean, at least like one more, right? One more game for the day or the night or the afternoon, wherever you. Yeah. Well, I don't think there's afternoon in the world.
We're on the same planet. It's cool. It's just you guys are over there. It's fine. It's Earth. It's cool. But
are you sure though?
I am sure. I'm sure. I'm literally hanging out here on Missile Base. I know that is Earth. Okay.
Yeah, I know that is Earth. So you kind of contradict yourself that you're saying that we're on the same Earth, but like obviously you're not on.
I'm in orbit. Okay, I'm in the gravitational pull. None of that matters. You know what really matters? Can we just talk about how freaking these guys are able to pull out 60k damage, 30k damage consistently? And it's awesome. It's so cool to see.
Your goal is to capture
and we are
the mission is about to begin.
Not in the game yet, are we?
I see the boys. They're they're floating. They're doing Portland Burnsiders, burning it up.
Oh, here it is. This is the game now.
This is called Gundam Evolution, JJ. This is.
No. Hear me out, right? Like it's like we never started with the map.
These are called mobile suits, JJ. He's been doing too much of a game I can't talk about. Sotoras, Too Cool, and Portland Burnsiders are about to put on one of the coolest matches you're gonna see all day. Super glad everyone's here once again. This match is gonna get started in about 10 seconds, and
I gotta defend myself. It's all because we never had the map band picks.
And it's fine. We never will. Here we go. Whoa.
Game time.
All right, now it's game time. Now it's Portland Burnsiders versus Sotoras Too Cool. Something is happening in the background. We are back onto the gameplay. Wonderful. We just wanted to remind anyone that was out there, maybe someone's grandma didn't know what she was watching, and now she knows what's going on, and it's hot in these streets.
I'm still left behind. Okay.
Don't worry about it. You may be left behind, but you know who's going to bring you into the mix? Marcel. Yeah? That hook was deadly. These hooks are here.
Oh, for real, Marcel with the hook is just going to bring you... Oh, this is interesting. We haven't seen this be played in quite a while.
Mahiru?
And, Mahiru, yeah.
Oh,
we haven't seen this played in quite a while. And it's actually, like... I'd have to say, right, like, there's a lot more suits that are more viable competitively, but there's not a lot of, like, Mahiru players as well, but when we see people play Mahiru, then they actually explode. They play good.
A lot of players don't get very much value out of Mahiru, but I think what's been very interesting about the new tweaks to Mahiru is it definitely creates a lot of pressure on maps that have a lot of corners, and Mahiru has just been a really good unit to use if the enemy team is going to stay grouped up, or if you find that there's usually like more than one or two, you get a lot of value out of using the eruption and just stunning a small group, having your team follow up. Orbit fighting for his life and taking lives in the process. There goes that. There it is. That's that's the that passive that's kicking off right there, where they just want to stay in the fight. Every time they get a kill, they end up getting armor, and then armor just continues to stack. That was a perfect example of just how to play Susano well.
Oh, I like that name, Zacuardo. It's like it's a very good reference as well. But just going back to the game, we have Sotoras, too cool. It's too cool. There you go. Actually having a bit of a lead here, but PDX as well. In just a bit, was able to take in the first one, but they still need to push the payload. Okay, here comes B. Suzzy. Here comes, Kaio has access to the punch. The question is, when are they going to be using it? Especially if they can just like,
I definitely want to point out that Portland Burnsiders, look at their ults. They're pretty much holding on to their ults here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're just waiting for Sotoras, right?
I'm not sure if they're waiting for the
he got the drill.
But Portland Burnsiders is, everyone has an ultimate right now. I think they're just waiting on Melee Zaku, sitting at 64%. Sotoras looks like they're doing the same. I know that Hyperion ult went out a little earlier, but this is very much so giving me Overwatch vibes, where all the teams just charge up their ults and then they just cascade it. Yeah.
And
the interesting thing about Gundam Evolution,
use that all at the same time, right?
Is one ult can create a lot of value, where if everyone pops their ultimate at the same time, someone's going to be standing there like, hey, I got no one to kill.
That is true. But speaking of that though,
there we go.
It seems as if the Marisite was already able to use their G maneuvers. Still 5 more. I know Ashmore also used their punch as well.
Ultimate are being cascaded, you're right. Portland Burnsiders did use every ult in the book, with the exception of Mahiru, to claim close to a bar, and that does not feel good. For everyone to have an ultimate up, you all use it, and you only get a bar.
Not even a bar.
Not even a bar, right? As it slowly progresses in the opposite direction. Yeah.
It's only half a bar. It hasn't been able to, fully get a point as well. So that is actually pretty. I wouldn't say like bad, but more so wasteful.
No,
they weren't able to.
They weren't able to like. There.
Yeah, they weren't able to like maximize, their resources. At the same time, popping in your G maneuvers all at the same time and not getting a bar off of that is quite detrimental.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if they do close out and they take this point, none of that meant anything, and it was just all part of the bigger plan. But there aren't enough of them up right now to create pressure on that objective, with 4 of them down a second ago, 2 alive, and the full team of Sotoras just hanging out.
At the same time, right? It's what's the list? At the same time, it is there's only like 12 more seconds.
Yeah, yeah. Sadly, we lost more of them again on Portland side. Portland side. I know this move. When you were playing that Melee Zaku and you were the last one alive, and the only thing you have up is that ult, and you have your vulnerability, and you just need to get yourself on that point to give your team some time. That is what you do right there, and I love to see it, because that can create so much value if your team can follow up.
That's the thing. That's the biggest upset to that kind of move. Yeah, sure, you might be invulnerable, you might not have this and that, but at the same time, you have to remember your teammates would have to follow up, and if there's no follow up from your teammates, then all will be for naught.
especially in a situation where the defending team has the advantage because their checkpoint is so much closer. Yeah, but that is I love seeing that. That is one of those things that makes Melee Zaku shine. The ultimate actually gives you a form of movement increase, and it's just awesome to be able to get to that point, move everyone out of your way, and just hold it and hope that your team can help out once you down.
Man, it's
Yeah, so the damage numbers in Kaio there, really good, sitting at 19k, leading in the damage. And again, it's very interesting how the team compositions are very much different than the last two matches that we saw. Seeing Hyperion, seeing Morosai and Sasano and Mahiru all on the same team. These are units that don't do the same amount of damage as, say, a Pale Rider would do consistently. There's a lot of gaps in between their attacks. So, you're not going to expect to see 60k damage, but you should see crowd control, elongated fights, choke points, and just people moving out of Melee Zaku's way or dealing.
The rating match was so cool. None of us saw it. Yeah, it was so great. The firepower of the mobile suits was so amazing, so huge. We never got to see it. Right, like I was standing here and I was like, JJ, and JJ was like flexing his muscles, and I was flexing my muscles. We were like, if only the might of our muscles could make this match stream to the internet, and it just didn't work. And it was the first time it's ever happened. So, I mean, I would have, dude. Honestly, yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, I thought. Out of all people right now, right, you would be the one who would be able to witness the match, because let's be honest, you're not on Earth, and you're closer to anyone else. Right? You're right. But hey, it is what it is. It is a saying in production that goes, anything and everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Today was definitely today was an experience. So I really do appreciate everybody for like hanging in there and just vibing with us no matter what platform we're on. We started on Twitch, and Twitch was having network issues, which I stream on there. They do. Sometimes they'll have network issues on the weekend. So we came over here to YouTube. YouTube has been chunky with us as well, and again, we just thank you for bearing with us through all of this troubleshooting. This is probably the only show that we've ever had where we've had this many issues back to back, but we really still passionately wanted to deliver you. So just thank you. So here's a bit of a recap of what happened, of the action that happened very nearby Cyber. Though he claims that he never saw the action firsthand, but
never saw it.
So here is the score. Despite having a lower score, I'd say, a bit of like a lower score, Sotoras Too Cool actually wins 2 points against that of Portland Burnsiders. Because again, right, like they only needed to get the A point and get what it calls like a bar and a half for the B point. Yeah, there was just so much that again, these numbers can translate. Ashfire from Sotoras was just on point. Unicorn heals, we don't see that in there, but getting 2 revives off was definitely hanging out on repair duty. It's good stuff. It looks like these numbers look like the reason why these guys won. It's kind of interesting too, because like the Mahiru sitting over there at 40k damage, which meant that they were there every choke point. But sometimes damage doesn't win the match. Sometimes sometimes you need more than damage. It's all about the strategy again. It's you might not have the damage as Sotoras.
Soto?
There you go.
Soto.
Sotoras too cool was able to show us, they might not have the damage,
Yeah.
but they still were able to win with their own strategy. But with that
Right.
being said, I believe that was the last match as well.
Yes, it was.
Of today's stream. So again, just want to reiterate that hey, we might have encountered some technical difficulties within the stream, but at least let's look at the bright side. It all happened today, and hopefully it doesn't happen anymore tomorrow, and of course likewise, most especially on the grand finals and the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm getting word that our audio quality is not doing too hot. So I just want to let everyone know tomorrow we're going to be on Twitch to start, and
we're gonna be resigning back to Twitch for tomorrow's broadcast because we have had some stuff earlier. That's why we went back. We went to YouTube. So we're just gonna be looking over to the final stats of Group A and the final group standings as well before we head over to the next segment of this tournament. So without further ado, can we get the stats? All right, it doesn't work. Can you try to do it, Cyber?
His muscles on a cooldown.
Okay, that is fair. That is fair. It's I mean, I guess you can't really spam your moves, huh?
No, you can't. No.
That's true. That's your G maneuver, is it?
Yeah. No, we definitely can't. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Like I said, I apologize for the quality of everything. I know we've done a very good job of presenting one of the best quality esports event experiences that this game has ever seen. And so a lot of the stuff that's been going on today has been out of our control. But yeah, the quality that we have, I took a little listen there for a minute. I was like, oh yeah, I understand everyone's attempt and best. You're trying to hear us, so thank you for that.
Yeah, again, we apologize for it, but rest assured that we're going to be fixing everything up tonight so that tomorrow's stream will be much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're just before we end everything up for today's games, we have had Asticassia, we've had Tokyo Monkeys, we have TwistedSin, we have Sotoras Esports, Sotoras Too Cool, we have Extended Warranty, and of course we've also had Portland Burnsiders. So huge props to these teams for being able to play to our tournament as well. And man, it's just going to be well, as we can see the stats here for for today's stream. We've had Underground Command Center picked 6, banned 14. Mountain RNG Lab picked 5 and banned 16 times. Thermal Plant at 4, banned 16. 17. There we go. We just got an upgrade. But at the same time, most of them banned, for the rest of the maps.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of Ministry of Defense today. There's just it's a good map. I mean, sorry, not Ministry of Defense. Excuse me, I was thinking Mountain R&D. There's a lot of Mountain R&D today. It's just a very balanced map. Everyone really enjoys it. It's not as volatile as a Harbor Ministry, and it's not as volatile as Ministry of Defense, which goes to show with the 21 bans and Lunar Calm with 20. These maps we've seen for the past 8 or 9 months, and we know that they are the swing is way too far. And I do, again, Mountain R&D, Underground Command Center seem to be relatively open, balanced maps. Thermal Plant at 17 bans just really does show that, and we've seen that you can just get shut out and not even play the game. At least on, at least on Mountain R&D, and you can feel like you're at least getting a quality match because the spawn points are even, the objectives are even, and everything.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, really, it's quite surprising we didn't get to see Ministry of Defense as well, because Ministry of Defense, although I'd have to say it's more biased towards the defenders just because of how close it is to the spawn points. But at the same time, it gives a bit of an advantage for the attackers, as there are a lot of like holes in it that they can slip through.
Yeah.
Just like Gym Sniper 2, where they can just essentially take everything in, far away from a place where they're not going to be seen altogether.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just being able to defend the objective A, I think is what you're getting at. Yeah, and just being up there. Yeah, I mean, there's no way that anyone would really want to put anything on the line on a map like Ministry of Defense in today's climate of today's type of matches. I think these, you can stomach those kind of maps, but I think everyone just really wanted to fight close quarters,
Right.
high octane, mountain R&D. Yeah.
Yeah. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, and all pilots alike, thank you very much for being with us today or tonight, or today. Yeah, there's only today or tonight. That's part of the time frame. But thank you for being with us this time around, for group stages, group A. So tomorrow at the same time, we're going to have group B instead. And, afterwards, we'll be announcing who gets in on the playoffs as well. So once again, my name is JJ. And with me was... Well, first off, we have had
I'm not
Lacrum,
anymore. Oh
and
yeah,
of
that's right.
course, next, we're gonna take Lacrum first. Okay.
Thank you, Lucum.
You
Yeah,
forgetting
thanks for holding it
Lacrum?
down. I was like, no, okay, but yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. You're
It was,
just
no, it was.
you're
Lacrum,
disrespecting my man,
Lacrum
huh?
held it out. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we gotta give props to Lacrum as well. Unfortunately, he has had some problems as well, but they'll be with us sometime soon again. And of course, to my amazing co-caster this time, which is Cyber Rank 11010,
That's
whatever that is, right?
Cyberrank Kid. No, Cyberrank 10. That's me. Hi. Thank you for hanging out with us. Greatly appreciate you. See you tomorrow on Twitch. Live long, stay strong.
Twitch,
Keep your fighting spirit burning on. Thank you, JJ. Hell yeah.
All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, and all pilots alike, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Open up